Okay, so boys, which rappers do you know the real names of? Or the other way around,
Oh,
if they're the real name, could you know who the rapper is?
Oh, that's a
I
tough
think I
one.
know. I think I know quite a lot, but I think you need to give me some names of rappers so that I can kind of prove if because I think I know, but
Okay, what's the
I
rapper's name?
think you need to. His name is Joseph Adenuga.
Stormzy.
Michael.
Oh, it is
Michael something. Is Michael for sure?
Yeah, Big Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe for both. What about like Snoop?
Calvin Broadus.
I didn't know
Dre.
that.
Oh, you know that? Dr. Dre.
No.
Andre Young.
Andre 3000.
Oh,
That's a good
Benjamin.
question.
Andre Benjamin.
Yes.
Nice.
And Jay-Z. Okay, we all know Jay-Z. What about Nas? I know you probably know Nas's full name.
Nasir
No.
Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that. I do know that. What am I doing? Of course.
What about Scarface?
Brad Jordan.
Of course, you know that.
Nice.
Ice Cube.
That was more of a Dan question. The question
sorry.
directed at Dan.
Sorry. Black
That's your
Thought.
boy. Scarface is your boy, bro.
Goat. Scarface.
Let me.
No, sorry. What did I just say?
Black Thought.
Black Thought.
Black Thought.
Do you know it, Dan?
I have no clue.
He says
But
it
pull
when
up
he's
a
on the.
put up a list of rappers in Google, and then let's just go through the list there.
It's Tariq Trotter. He says it when he's on the Fallon show.
I feel like
That's
I've
true.
heard that.
All right, go. Yeah, pull up the list up. If you got something that's
Oh, do you want me to read the list? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Cool.
Is it like is it the real names or is it just the artist?
No. The artist name, and then let's see if you know it.
Okay, do it from there because if you got it right in front of you, then maybe it's a
Cool.
bit easier to follow a list.
Here we go. Okay, 50 Cent.
Curtis Jackson.
Nice. Brad, Notion, Eminem.
Marshall Mathers.
Nice. Let's go with. That's too easy. Lil Wayne.
Dwayne Carter. The
third.
Yeah.
So sick. The numbers, so sick.
Yeah.
Notion, Future.
Oh, Novadius.
Honestly, gotta be the greatest. Real
is
name.
the best. Is the
I
best.
thought you were going to give that one to
So
C
good.
for sure because I know, like you love saying it.
What's his last name?
I have no
Williams,
idea.
I think.
That's what I thought.
Williams.
I was like,
I
what
wouldn't
a
have guessed
strange-
that.
Oh wait, no,
It's not?
I thought
No.
this doesn't make
Did
sense.
you say no? That was a
What did
pretty
it say?
no.
That was very no.
No.
That's a very no.
Because- Oh, it's Navadius Wilburn.
Wilburn.
Yeah, but it says
That's a pretty
there's
strong
another
name.
section here which says Navadius Demand Cash.
Yo, my bad. I changed the microphone setting and it muted us all.
It's okay.
God damn
it's
it.
okay.
We back in business. We back.
Nice
Sorry.
one.
Okay.
So I thought it was Navadius Williams, but it says here Navadius Demand Cash in brackets Wilburn.
It's pretty hectic, dude.
So I
Did that
don't
mean he
really.
changed his name?
It might be like formally Wilburn, so I don't really understand
Why else would a dude have their name
where's
changed?
Cash. Where does Cash come from? Because it doesn't
you know
even
what?
have the word.
It's
Cash
a white
elsewhere.
trash name. It's a white trash name. Trailer trash kid's name.
I feel like he did it as a joke though. Like changed his name to Cash as a joke or something like that.
Oh, really?
That honestly like sounds familiar now you're saying it. Like I feel like I've heard that before.
Kind of hilarious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Ice Cube.
O'Shea Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Notorious B.I.G.
Yes, you can tell him. Yeah.
Nice. DMX.
Earl
Yeah.
Simmons.
Let me double check that. Yes.
Okay.
Ghostface.
Dennis Cole.
Oh,
Nice.
didn't know that one.
Nice. Dennis
Method Man.
Cole.
What about Method Man?
Yeah, literally he was next.
Oh, nice.
I
I know it. So like, yo, oh no, you're the only one.
Such a good name. Such a
It's
good name.
Not as good as Navadius, but it's pretty good.
No, but it's pretty funny
Mm-hmm.
considering who it is.
I don't really recall.
Okay, Clifford Smith.
Oh, okay. I have heard that
What
before.
about Buster Rhymes? Is he on there?
Let me see if I can find Buster. No, he's not on
I think
there.
I know it. I know his first name. I think his name is Trevor.
Trevor?
Oh my God, it is Trevor.
Fucking
His name is-
Trev,
Oh,
dude.
his
Big
name is
Trev.
Smith.
Big
Is
It's Trevor George Smith.
Smith. It is as well. So
Wow.
fucking Trev.
What's going on,
bro.
Trev? Hey,
Oi,
cunt.
Trev. Chuck us the
Yeah,
pen there, cunt.
I knew a dealer
on,
back
man.
in fucking
So
Upway
good.
named Trev, mate.
Oh, I love
Used to
Trev.
get me cooks from Trev, mate. Tell
Oh,
you
mate,
what.
shelf a bic, mate.
Yeah, shelf and bics from Trev, mate. No, I
Fucking
wasn't
love it.
shelf and bics, but I got them from him.
You should have been.
Trev's a funny name, dude. I've only
Trevor's
met
pretty
one
good.
cunt named
Trevor's
Trevor.
good. I
He was
don't
a
think I've met
funny
Trevor.
cunt. Yeah.
Never met a Trev.
Ever met? Never.
Oh, definitely met some Trevs along the way.
Good bloke.
Fuck.
Good bloke, the old
That
Trev.
is
Keep going. This is fun.
hilarious. Common.
Lonnie Lynn.
Rashad.
Ri-
Rashad. something.
Lonnie Rashad Lynn. Yeah.
There
nice.
you go.
Ah.
But I think he goes
Nice,
by
nice.
Rashad. You're right. You're 100%.
Goes like, who's Lonnie? Like I've never heard of a Lonnie before. That's
I
crazy.
think
You're a
he's-
fucking
he's-
Lonnie.
He
That
might
is-
be
that
the
is good.
second or junior or whatever. I think his father's name's that too. I don't know, man. It's a weird. That's a strange name. It feels like it's
So
short for
strange.
something.
Lonnie, yeah, but it's like that's the
Yeah,
full
but it's-
form.
but it's not.
It's very
Yeah.
interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, let's go with Rick Ross.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, why am I having a blank on that? I read the book. His book was wicked. Probably lies, actually.
It
Fuck.
probably is.
Hold up. Is there any clues?
It's a very white name.
Hmm.
Okay. Is it
Kind
funny?
of Clifford
Cliffordy?
vibes, but
Okay.
not as funny as Clifford. It's just a normal name.
I know. You know what? I don't know.
It's William Leonard Roberts II.
Whoa.
William Roberts. Yes. Okay. William.
So
That's pretty
good.
funny.
William.
This is a good
You
name.
just can't imagine calling him Will.
I'd
Oi,
call him-
Will.
I'd call him
Yeah,
Bill.
Will.
Oi, Billy.
Oh my god. Who's Rick?
Oh, you don't know who Rick Ross is? Freeway Rick Ross?
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, you don't know the story. Oh, dude,
no,
this is
no,
like
I haven't-
He's whole.
At
He's
all,
based
eh?
off. He's based off a coke dealer.
no.
whose name was
Interesting.
Freeway Ricky Ross, and
His whole
he took his
persona.
whole persona. And the dude's been on Rogan like
Interesting.
twice. Like,
That's why 50 Cent fucking rips on him all the time.
yeah, he just
Well,
stole.
he's
And he
ripping
was
for
a
exactly that.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't
and he was
know
a
this.
corrections
What the hell?
officer, so he worked in a jail.
I knew that.
Yet
Yeah.
talks like I can't remember if he actually did do the coke dealing stuff. Maybe he did.
I feel
But
like
it's
he
just
didn't.
it's weird.
Yeah.
Fuck, I wish I could remember. I read it years ago, but his book was pretty sweet. But once again, I know it's hard to know what to believe. So
Mm.
yeah, he's whole. That's why a lot of people don't like him, because he's the most fakest dude. Like, he just stole someone else's name and ran with it forever, and is making money off this
So
dude's
funny.
name. And I think the other guy even took him to court. The other dude did like 20 years in jail or something, because he was a big time.
Wow.
So that's why I think he took it, because he was like big coke, like said, coke dealer in Miami. So he was in jail. He's probably like, oh, I could just call my. I guess it's like naming yourself after. Al
But, like, yeah,
Capone or
it-
something.
Yeah, that's not like the
Mm.
craziest thing. It's just, I guess, like, not a lot of people know Rick Ross as opposed to Rick Ross the artist, you know? And I think maybe there's such a big
Yeah.
difference there. Whereas a lot of people who take influence from a lot of other famous people, it's always known who the famous person they're taking after is.
Right. So it feels a little
Maybe
more.
maybe it's that.
Yeah, it feels more like you're not trying to steal their shit. You just like, well, everyone knows. Like, call
'Cause
yourself Matthew McConaughey.
his is so
or something.
niche. His
Everyone
is like
knows.
pretty
Yeah,
niche.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
it could be
guess,
just
like,
that. It's just like a bad look in a culture of hip hop where that sort of thing is frowned upon. And
Yeah,
it's a little odd. But he probably never thought this guy would get out of jail and really would never be
No,
consequences.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I get it. Okay,
All right.
William. All right, let's go a couple more.
Here we go. T.I.
Oh, is it? It's not Terrence, is it?
No.
Oh, what's his fucking name? Do you know, Nosh?
Honestly, I know we're gonna hear it, but I don't think I. Is
Yeah,
it, it's not
same.
Clifford, is it?
It is Clifford.
Oh,
It's Clifford, yeah.
How many clips have we
Clifford.
got rapping, bro?
It's Clifford.
Clifford
Clifford Jones
what?
Harris Jr.
oh,
Harris. Of
Clifford
course,
Harris.
because
Yeah, I heard him
his
say
kid is
before.
King Harris. Okay.
Wow. Good name.
Damn.
Gold.
All right, let's go
I got a
with.
snag on it though. At least we didn't know, nothing about
Yeah.
it.
You did good.
How about Meek Mill?
Oh, you know what? I don't think I know that at all. Do you know?
William.
Notion?
No, it's not William. No.
Is it funny?
Surname is Williams.
Okay.
Brandon,
All right.
Brandon Williams.
His name is Robert Rameek Williams.
Robert.
Oh yeah, Meek, that makes
Robert.
sense. Robert. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Robbo.
Fuck, this is funny, man. You really don't picture Robbo.
No, some of these names are insane. They're so funny.
Yeah, there's some really fucking funny ones. Who else you got there that's like funny?
Let me see.
What about Tory Lanez? What's his name? Is that his real name?
That might be his real. No, Lanes is not his name. No way.
No, it can't be. Right. It's like too cool.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, so his name is Daystar.
Daystar Patterson.
Do you remember?
Yes,
Daystar.
yes, from the court
Yeah, there you
documents
go.
and stuff. Okay.
Mhm.
We should know.
Daystar is a pretty
That's a
crazy name.
That's a crazy name.
That's up there with Navadius, boys. Like that's pretty
Dude,
fucking wild.
Yeah.
That's even like because Nevadius sounds like some Egyptian fucking pharaoh kind of gangster shit.
Navadius,
kind
yeah,
of
that
like
doesn't sound like
You know,
a
Daystar
real.
sounds like
a
another
fictional
rapper, man.
character.
That sounds
Yeah.
like some pop star
He
shit.
should have
Navadius
gone
was like a
by
He-Man.
no. Do you
Like
know what he
hippie
done?
parents.
He kind of made his name more normal to be a rapper versus the other way around. Like he
That's a
just
good point.
chose an actual name versus going by Daystar. Daystar could
Yeah.
have just been a rapper. That's insane.
That's
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Like,
I wonder if it's like.
It's a rapper.
Yeah, it's actually Daystar's a pretty cool name. That's just my first name. Yeah,
That's interesting.
it's so much easier. You
Wow.
don't have to do none like Nas, Kanye West. Like it's just you just rock your name. Like it was just so not like a. Most people don't have a cool enough name to do that for.
That's true.
No, exactly. Not
Yeah.
everyone goes by Daystar.
Fuck,
What about
like-
what about Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Oh, we did hear this in the news, didn't we?
yeah,
Yeah, I think everyone knows his name.
Fuck. Off the top, probably not.
It's tough, isn't it? He's not relevant anymore.
Is it like Mitchell
Yeah.
or some shit?
No, Mitchell.
No, he's like
Is it-
some
it's the
Mexican
Mexican
It's
name.
the very his surname is Latino, but he's got a very like
Carlos.
traditional surname, just like a very bland surname. I mean,
Oh.
first name. Sorry, his surname is very Latino. His first name is very
Gary
Just bland.
Rodriguez.
Gary. I love Gary.
Stephen.
Steve-O.
Stephen. I'm trying to think of another word. Another
Come on, you got it, you got
Lopez.
Yeah, look.
No,
I don't know. I can't.
his
I'm
name's
trying to think
Daniel Hernandez.
Hernandez,
Oh,
of
wow.
course. Daniel. That's because they kept
Daniel.
calling him that in the docos.
Damn,
I
Daniel.
Yeah.
watched like I watched multiple docos on him and the fucking Spotify audio one, and I still forgot the cunt's name. Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
hell.
Wow.
All right,
shame on you, man.
This is actually really fun. Let's do a couple more, and then we'll keep it. We can do a next episode too.
No.
All right,
We're not gonna-
all right, sure.
You say no?
Shall
No,
I
I like
go,
this.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's go with some newer artists.
Yeah, it's just someone new because maybe that'd be funny. What's Sexy Red's name?
I literally just googled her. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Look at that.
Her name is Janae Weary.
Shanae.
How you spell the first name?
Janae.
That's what I thought. Janae. I like that. It's a nice name.
It's a really nice
What
name.
about Ice Spice? What's her name?
Oh, I think I thought I know that.
I don't know any of these new ones like that.
Oh, her name is Isis Gaston.
Isis.
Oh,
Interesting.
that's not good.
You know what? Maybe. Well, probably when she was born, it was fine, and then it's gonna be whenever it came
Oh,
off. she's
yeah.
like, God
Oh,
damn
yeah.
you, Islamic
It would've been
State
1
in
year later.
Syria and fucking Iraq. God damn it.
Oh, what about Scissor?
Oh, I've seen her name is Solana.
Yes, it is.
Wicked name.
Oh, it's a
like
really
the, like
nice
the
name.
crypto.
Like
Like
her,
the
beautiful
her
name.
full name is Solana Imani Rowe.
Oh, that's a
beautiful
sick
name.
name.
That's beautiful.
Really cool name.
Good for her.
Wow.
Well,
I'm trying to think if
that's
there's anyone else that I'm missing.
yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anyone fun.
Lotto.
Yes.
Her surname. I mean, sorry, her full name's Alyssa Michelle Stevens.
With an A, Alyssa?
Yeah.
Interesting. That might be a good segue. Let's do this next. Honestly, this is my new favorite fucking
Go on.
fun as fuck. So speaking of Lotto, not someone I'm particularly a fan of, don't really have many thoughts either way, but she is one of the 3 hosts of the latest season of Rhythm and Flow on Netflix. And
Okay.
Tiff and I were telling you, Dan, to watch her. I know you were hesitant because music reality shows are often lame and corny, and you're
Yeah,
100%
yeah,
correct. The first, did you see season 1, Nosh, with D-Smoke?
Definitely not.
Okay. Oh, I would. Fuck. I'm like emphatically suggesting that you would both enjoy this a lot. The first season had Cardi B, T.I., and Chance the Rapper as the main hosts.
Oh yeah.
So
Remember that
they
shit.
they basically the premise, and the season 2 is exactly the same thing. It's just now it's Lotto, DJ Khaled and Ludacris. So they
Yeah.
usually have the one
Oh.
woman and then
Mhm.
different folks. So what they would do, there's the first audition where people just come in and perform basically a verse and a hook. And they just all come in from all over, and it's almost kind of like
Australian Idol.
basically, and they'll give feedback. They sit there, but they always have a fourth, which is probably an idol thing, a fourth guest host. Like for example, the one they had Busta Rhymes on
Yeah.
the second season here, and they had Eminem, Royce, and Mr. Porter in one
Wow.
as well, which was crazy.
That's
So
sick.
going
That is
back to
mad.
season 1,
That's this season, right? They had Eminem.
that's
I
this
saw.
season. It
I
was
saw that because he was
honestly-
saying really good stuff about Lato as well. I remember.
yes. So just ask me where Barrington. Yes, he is. So okay, so basically they do multiple rounds. So one round is like they just have people perform. They cull them down to, I want to say, like 20 rappers. And it's all people with bars. This is why I love this show. Just 2024. So I know this is December 2nd, so we're coming into that time of year where we're sort of reflecting and shit. 2024 is the year of the bars. Like it truly was. It was the best year for rapping for fucking a decade plus. Like I can't even think of a year this good where across the board everyone was fucking delivering blah blah blah. So I really love Rhythm and Flow because it's about the bars. It's not lame. It's not like American or Australian Idol, whatever the fuck. Or
So nothing, no one's shit.
sometimes, but it's mostly they're not shit. It's mostly their nerves and they fuck up more than anything.
Okay, so it's not
the
like
first round.
bad. Okay.
No. This is why, bro. This is why. Like I'm very Notion and I think we spoke about this on the pod, but basically being into rap and wearing it on our sleeve as such, the whole of the 90s and when we were kids, no one around us was into that. I got like bullied. I brought a knife to school one time because cunts were fucking with me because I wore like Fuji's t-shirts and baggy pants and shit. Like I like, I'm not joking. Like I don't want to say like we like the closest you could do is suffer for the things that I'm into, right? A lot of people gave us shit, and then as it got more popular, you'd start seeing it. You know, the people who used to make fun of me are now listening to it and asking me, "Is Wu-Tang East Side or West Side?" Like dumbass questions like that in the peak of the East West Coast beef. Then it started to be on just TV shows and movies, and then I'm really sensitive to whack hip hop where people are like, like some character in a movie is rapping that I cringe. I can't deal. So my meter, my fuck shit meter is pretty sensitive. So Rhythm and Flow does not set that off at all. I think it's really authentic. So D Smoke won the first season, so you should know him. He's Sir's older brother.
I know he is. Yeah.
He's genuinely spectacular. And the dude who came second was what's his fucking name? It was a short Latino guy from Puerto Rican dude from Providence, Rhode Island. He's fantastic as well. He was so dope. So basically, like the first one is just like they rap. The second round they go to, which is I think really sucks, but they do one other thing. Maybe they put them through a battle. They have to battle each other. That was the Eminem one. So they actually went to the shelter in Detroit and they battled, and some of them start having beef with each other a little bit, but then they become friends too. So it's, they're forced to do that. That was actually really cool. Honestly, the battle rounds are the least fair. I don't think you should. They're all trying to be artists. They're not trying to be battle rappers. It's a different skill set, and a lot of them suck at it. And then a lot of them who could potentially have been great in the show.
It's so different. It's
just like there's three skills: songwriting, freestyling, and battling. It's three skill sets, and not everyone. Most people can't do all three, or they'll have one they do really well in that. So I think the battle round is unfair. Then they do they get put in the studio. They get like this one, season 2 is in Atlanta, so they go and work with like dudes who produce for like Drake and Future and fucking like names. People honestly I can't remember. They're not like massive, but they're big enough. Like they're not small people involved in the show at all. So they do a song, they perform it, then they basically just keep culling them down until the end. And so they have all these different rounds and they get to meet different people. And it's just the first one, I was like, oh, I can't believe. Oh no, Cypher. They do a Cypher. The Cypher's the best one. Because then they're just rapping around. They just get, have to write fresh bars. Sometimes some of them fuck up. Like they put them in groups because there's like 20 cunts. So they put them in groups of 4 or 5. And it's some of the groups are just like, oh my God. Like I couldn't believe how dope the bars were. Like fucking fire. And then other times I'm like, they're stumbling and they forget. And they're really only bad because they forget. So anyway, highly recommended. I was saying Lado is one of the hosts. I just really enjoy it. Lado actually comes across, she's like super sweet and like auntie like,
Mhm,
even
mhm.
though she's like, I don't know, 28.
She's
or
younger than
something.
me, I think.
Is she
younger than
really?
me.
Sure,
Oh
baby.
wow. Okay, well
She's
she's
25.
25. Okay,
same,
she's
same
very
age group.
sweet. Okay, so yeah, just about that. So she carries herself a lot older, I guess, but very sweet, very encouraging to everybody and stuff. And I don't know, I like it. It's like a nurturing thing for rappers. It's a little corny as far as like you got to go through a TV show to do it or whatever, but they do it as authentically as they can. There's like the battles suck because they put it, one, you made them battle, which I don't like, but two, they made a rap over beats. It should, if battles is about the words, it doesn't matter about the beats. It's not 1997, bro.
No.
The acapella battles weren't a thing until mid 2000s. The World Rap Championships, I believe, started it with Ilmac and Thesaurus doing the 2-on-2s in Vegas, and then it went from there. But hearing that for the first time, I was like, "The fuck? Where's the beat at? What's going on?" And then once you get used to it, you're like, "Oh, this is."
Oh yeah,
the
I used to
only
love
way
watching battle rap.
The
I used to love
best.
it like so much.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of that, was another
second place, by the way, was a guy called Flawless Real Talk.
Flawless. Fuck. Honestly, he was fire too, man.
And
Like,
where's he
D-Smoke-
now? What does he do?
He's just performing around, kind of just got a little rap career doing his thing. I don't think he's doing anything crazy, but you get a lot of followers from the show because it's Netflix and because it wasn't like it wasn't whack.
I think he's got
They
over
had
a
big
million.
name hosts. Like, yeah, he's really, really dope. Like D-Smoke was better. I think D-Smoke is like D-Smoke would have made it anyway, and it felt a little sketch that his brother is Sir. I'm like, you had to go on this show, bro. Like,
That's the thing, yeah.
it just seemed like, give the chance to somebody else, but maybe this was just a little elevation and he was just better than everybody, so he won. Like, he won so convincingly. He was just so cool and effortlessly West Coast and can do the sing-songy shit, and he always rapped in Spanish, which I was like, all right, bro, I get it. You can fucking speak Spanish. Jesus. Like, yeah, it's the best. So highly, highly recommend it. You mentioned Dan, you mentioned battling, watching all the battles. I'm just going on segues for a little bit. I just saw, you guys know Disaster, the battle rapper, yeah? He's the GOAT in my opinion. He is from Lebanon, but I think he's like part Palestinian, like half Palestinian as well. Like, he rides for Palestine, the shit he's doing. He's been trying to battle, I don't know if we talked about it before, trying to battle this Israeli dude called Kosher Dills, who we met in Atlanta in 2010, I think.
Yeah.
He's just like being around. So he was ducking him. And then they announced that they called it World War III. It's going down in LA December 29th. And they're battling a dude from Montreal who we know, his name's Anu Buds. His name's Brendan, but I saw that and I was like, no way. And I checked and it's him. And this dude, which I didn't know, was like aggressively like pro-Israel, like all up on his thing, wearing like a fucking, like taking the flag and putting it around his head and shit.
You mean Kosher Dills or
no, this other dude, this Buds guy.
Kosher is riding for Israel as well.
Yes, that's why he wanted to battle him, but he was ducking it because Kosher's good at freestyling, and he's basically a street performer. Yeah, his songs are always like I gotta be honest, his songs are not good because he just doesn't have that skill set that we just talked about. Like, I don't know if he can battle, but
so many. I don't know many battle rappers who have amazing songs, like amazing song catalog. No. Sorry,
360.
Like a lot of the battle rap, a lot of battle rap I watched, it was literally just that, and I would just leave it there. I would never go and listen to their own shit.
Go and chase them up.
It would not hit the same.
No, you're 100% right, and it very, very, very rarely does. So this dude, the funny thing about this dude, I don't know, like, I'll tell the story because it's one of my favorite stories ever. But this dude runs a studio in Montreal called Makeway, and there was like I can't remember why. I think like I just never really knew his circle of people, but it's where like it was like the easy studio that basically most Montreal rappers, if you didn't have your own equipment, because we always did, that's what they would go. And it was 2015 summer, and our friend Ilvibe had an event, a series of events called Survival of the Illest, where it was essentially kind of like a rhythm and flow thing. People would come and perform, and then there'd be judges, and they'd win. They were just doing, but it wasn't it was just performing songs. And then he would get prizes from sponsors, whether it's studio time or maybe one dude would do a graphic design package you'd win or whatever, right? So me and Notion like headlined the Toronto one time, but this was the Montreal one. I was a judge. So it was me and this Buds guy were the judge.
Oh.
So we went to the show.
I've seen this Buds guy's Instagram. I'm just going through it.
You going through it now?
He looks fucking crazy.
Yeah, I didn't. Like
He's-
he was always
There's
like he's like
something
the-
not wrong with him.
he's a
there's
white dude who
something not
walks
right.
around wearing grills all the time.
Yeah.
And like
With the
he-
Israeli
he-
scarf on his head.
yeah, it's a lot,
Like,
right? I don't want to talk like
that's-
too much shit.
that's
Like
too
whatever,
much.
because he was nice enough
It's
to me. I
too
got no
much.
beef with him at all, but he
Nah, I
definitely
have beef with
carries
him now.
himself. Okay, I love it. Here for it, pod beef. Let's fucking go. So he had his the label. So anyway, we were looking at the show. It was really obvious who won. So we went out back. It was just me and him in this little green room. We're like, cool. These guys, number one, perfect, done. Anyway, so it was good, man. He's like, yeah, man, you should come by the studio. Like he was down with Clarity. He's like, yeah, man, Clarity's coming down this week because Clarity at the time he'd moved to Toronto already, and Clarity was in town. And he was like, yeah, the studio. He's like, I bought the building, and I was high as fuck. I was on my fucking weed big cookies at the time. That specific moment, I'll never forget it for as long as I live. Like there's that emoji that's kind of like the DJ.
Yeah.
So we use that all the time. I bought the building. He's obviously a rich kid. His parents have money and stuff, right? That's why it's even funny that he's battle rapping a dude who's had it rough growing up in Lebanon and
Yeah.
shit. And he's there wearing an Israel thing on his head and wearing grills, and he's a white Jewish kid. Anyway. I just thought it was hilarious. I couldn't believe it's that guy. I didn't even know. I knew he made music. I knew he could battle. Like I never heard of him battling. I think it's just because he's the only Israeli dude and the full pro Israeli guy who'd be willing to battle Disaster. I'm looking forward to seeing it because Disaster, once again, she's just and he's so passionate about this. Like he will fucking end the cunt. It's very interesting.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Definitely going to tune into that. What was it? December what?
29th in
29th.
LA. Should I
Dang.
call the episode I bought the building?
There's
Yeah, sure.
there's a picture of Pinky Doll with Anu Buds.
No, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's from Montreal, of course.
She's from Montreal, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that
It's on
dude,
his Instagram.
amazing? Was it recent?
This is 71 weeks ago. The caption is just slayed. A 8-hour session with Pinky Doll. Big moves coming from Makeway Studios.
That's where she was recording the Yes Popcorn song that she
Oh
didn't
my
end up
God.
dropping.
Wow.
8 hours to make Yes Popcorn? Hey, Bear.
8-hour session.
Where's mom? I know, right? Where's mom?
I like her though. I like her. Yes, Popcorn.
Oh,
I'm a
no,
fan.
Pinky Doll is the funniest lady on
great.
earth.
Her and Spider-Man are the best two people in the world.
Yeah, they're they're
That
both
Spider-Man
insane
guy
people,
is
and they
so
deserve each
good.
other.
I love him.
Let's do a quick catch up because I guess it's been 2 weeks. There was the first week we didn't do it. Dan went to the basketball, and then last week I was recording an album. So let's have a quick catch up. Dan, what's new? What do you want to tell people? What's good?
What have I been doing? I went to fucking watch basketball, which was good. It was good. I went to see RJ Barrett secure the highest points total in his career in
And
one
who does he
game.
play for?
He plays for the Raptors.
Okay. Sports.
It was random. Like, it wasn't like we went there for that, but it was just like, oh, he just absolutely balled out and it was sick.
Nice. Good for him.
So Raptors won as well, so that was good.
Okay.
And then other than that, I've just been looking after a lot of dogs actually, like
Okay.
loads of dogs. Like we got bear dogs just coming all the time, and
Dog machine.
yeah.
Bear
Literally,
dogs.
we had two at the same time, looking after a couple. It was good. One was a 55-pound poodle, which was interesting.
Cute. Oh, that was when you sent the photo of the girl.
Yeah.
Nice.
No.
Oh,
No,
different.
that was a different one. She's tiny, that one, but the other one is huge, like 55 pounds. His head is bigger than mine, like it's massive.
Wow.
Like, yeah. So
And a
that was
poodle.
a
I
fun
guess they're
time.
pretty tall then.
Yeah, pretty tall. But it was cool. It was a good time. I'm trying to think if I actually have done anything else in the past 2 weeks, but I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Kai Cenat stream the marathon,
Yes.
marathon.
We're gonna get into that. That's on the list for you to break down and what he's been doing and all that.
But other than that, I don't know. Listening to a lot of Kendrick, which has been sick, and
That's a segue too.
that's it. So yeah, I don't. If I remember about anything else, I'll butt in. But yeah,
Okay.
What have you guys been doing?
Love it. No, talk to us.
Mate, what have I been doing? Just trying to take advantage of the fucking warm weather still. So I've been writing as often as
Warm.
possible.
Warmish.
Smashed out. Yeah, it's been a couple of shit days there where I just really powered through the Notion MTB edit. So all the Whistler episodes are out. I got fucking shit in the bag till mid-February, so that's all good.
Beauty.
I've been making more beats because it's been shit weather. I'm more inside, so I've made like probably 10 beats in the last 2 weeks, maybe about 12 tops. Got to finish off a couple, but yeah, just really getting the feel back from making beats and just writing to a couple things, and then under your catch up, we'll touch on the S&D session. So I wrote and recorded 3 songs recently, and stoked as fuck. And yeah, fucking. Got a couple dogs up me, mate. Everything's sweet as.
Love it, cunt.
Mm-hmm. I also just remembered. You were mentioning your Notion MTB. I got the highest amount of views ever on my HTF account. The most engagement ever. I got a video which is currently going crazy. It's on 200k right now. Just going crazy. Organic 200k views. What happened? And it's just, I don't know. It's like 4,000 likes. 1,000 something shares, like
that's crazy.
Almost 10,000 people responded to the poll and everything. Like I don't understand what's going on. Like it's gone crazy. 200k views and it's going up by like 10k every day.
That's insane.
Wow. And when did it start to pop off?
So I don't know. I posted it. So this is my most recent one. So I would have posted it on Friday. It would have been Friday. No, it would have been Friday. No, I think I went out on Friday, so it would have been Thursday. I posted on Thursday evening at like midnight, 1 a.m. or something. And then I remember just about to go to bed after doing it, and it was already on like 1,000 views. I was like, okay, cool. Maybe it's just done a lot, like really good, because the video before did shit. It was like one of my lowest of recent, because I usually get consistent like 2,000 or something. Mm-hmm. And then, I was looking at yours as well. So it's a similar vibe. And then, yeah, I posted this one, and then I woke up. It was on like 9k already. I was like, shit. And then I kept on going back to over the weekend. 10k, like 20k, 50k, and now it's on like 200k. And it's so funny because people are just arguing in the comments, like amongst themselves. And I'm like, okay.
What was the caption?
It's basically in the new Call of Duty, there's this glitch where usually in the Call of Duty games, you can kill an enemy by just shooting him like twice. But basically, this guy unloaded like 100 bullets, and he wouldn't kill. It wouldn't kill the person. So like, there's this whole thing called skill-based damage, where it's like people saying like, if you're not good enough, the game is not going to reward you with killing people. It's like silly because it's not real. It's just a glitch.
Yeah.
But because of that, people are just like arguing in the comments saying this is not real. It's not a real thing. You just need to do better. Blah blah blah. Shit like that. And and then people are arguing amongst themselves in the comments saying, no, it is real. This is happening. So it's like, okay, and I replied to a bunch of, all of them.
Reply to everybody. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I replied to everyone.
I'm seeing here. Good stuff. Oh, there's another.
It's literally just here. Like the most recent ones, probably from today. I haven't responded to. Those are the only ones, probably.
I see some here that maybe you got to get to. That's sick. That's definitely helping it. What's the how many shares you get? 1765. Fuck. That's why.
Yeah, 1765 shares.
Yeah. Okay, so then the next one. So pin that to your profile on both the.
Let me tell you about pinning
the reels and the posts.
So I'm shook to pin because last time I pinned 2 posts, which are my highest views. One had 9, and the other had like 10k views. Instagram didn't remove it. They're just gone off my profile. I didn't get a warning. I don't have anything on the account that says you can't have this or anything. Literally just one day woke up, it's not there. And I scroll through my feed, it's not there either. And those are the only 2 posts which aren't on my account. The highest 2 viewed that I pinned. So I don't know if I want to do that again, but I know I should pin it. But like I don't know. I literally they just removed the other 2, which were the only 2 which are successful on the account. No warning.
I can completely understand why you wouldn't want to do that. So hold off then for now.
Yeah,
that's honestly, and then the other question: did it translate to followers at all?
So before, I think it's like just before posting this one, I was losing followers again, like going going from 1,800 to 1,795, just keep fluctuating.
Up and down.
And now it's like kind of steadied out when it's going up like every day. To like, so I'm on 1,803 now. So it's going up slowly. It's going up slowly. So
honestly, fucking awesome.
But I
love
couldn't
that.
believe it.
Dude, it's
That's
sick.
clout. That's serious clout.
Nah.
I must
It's
say.
look, you're really so okay. Fuck you, Cloud. Do you have to talk to you nice now?
You might have to. I don't know if I can be here anymore. I think I'm on a time limit, so
Fair enough. Yeah.
You have me for another 2 minutes, and then I'm gone.
And then that's it.
Then I need to
All
respond
right.
to the comments.
All right. Yeah, sorry guys. Like my fans are
So
waiting.
many comments.
Fans are waiting.
Well, honestly, that's fantastic. I don't know
It's
why
crazy.
you didn't text us and tell us. Does Tiff know?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, fuck it.
I was just waiting for it to do, like,
Till they
get numbers.
fizzle out a bit.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it'll fizzle out, but it never fizzled
It
out.
hasn't
So I'm
fizzled
just
out.
like,
Fuck,
just
man.
waiting.
Well, when it happens, it happens. I'd be curious to see what happens from here now. Now that you had like one level
Yeah.
of like I don't know if it's called
legitimacy at
viral,
this
but it's
point.
like organic. I guess you could call it virality. It's
Oh,
viral
it's organic or virality for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm always careful about using the word viral, but I think that for your account, 200, like if you've got 1 million followers and you get 200,000 on every fucking video,
Yeah,
it's not viral. But for where you're at, that's definitely viral mode for that. So I'd be curious to see if the follow-up posts are going to get some of that juice. The
I
algorithm
can
juice.
only hope.
Spooge.
Juice
So
it up.
let's see. I remember posting this one thinking, okay, I'm gonna risk it and put like two really small hashtags. And usually I do a balance of like mid-size and some small, but never like less than 100 kind of thing. But this time I was kind of like, this is very specific to this video. Let me put 2 less than 100. Let's see how it goes, and then it just blew up. So I guess maybe that was.
I think
I
would never use hashtags over 100. So definitely
not 100K. I mean, literally 100 uses.
Oh,
less than 100 uses.
Sorry, I thought you meant 100,000. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Literally 100.
So there's a hyper niche.
Yeah, like
it probably started getting hyper niche views and then getting share like immediate engagement from when they're being from when it feeds it out to people. They're getting immediate engagement, so then it keeps feeding it. Then that leads to more shares, and then the shares basically going from there. Maybe some saves as well, but the shares I think are a little more valuable. And then the tons of comments.
Saves, to be honest, but yeah,
it's fucking sick. I love it.
Comments.
Good for you, bro.
Sick.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see the squad taking some dubs. Good. Love it. Okay, well, my shit was pretty sweet. We had Young Barrington get the old snip finally a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, so he's fine. Like, he recovered really quickly. He's such a G. It was very funny seeing him high, like off his fucking tits. He's just staring at me. It's not dinner time yet, buddy. You got 40 minutes.
40.
You got 40 minutes. You got 40 minutes, bud. But no, he's great. So he recovered really quick. He's doing awesome. If like we're conflicted about it, obviously, but at the end of the day, it can give them there's like cancers that come from it, from having the balls, which is to me is like fucking retarded. Like why would the good Lord give dogs balls if it's just going to give them cancer? This seems silly, but apparently it helps him live an extra year and a half. And honestly, if that's what it takes, we're not going to breed him. So I mean, like, if it
should have bred him, should have put him through the ringer.
Well,
yeah, wow.
I mean, obviously, I'd love more Barringtons. Maybe that's just he's one of one. It is what it is.
Oh, he's a beautiful boy.
Doesn't even like other dogs.
I would have wanted one, but it's all right.
He doesn't even like other dogs. I love that. I think that's a solid trait.
Yeah,
he's like, you know what? Fuck y'all.
Doesn't fuck with dogs at all.
Get all bad mad.
But then the big thing, as Notion alluded to last week. So my friend Reveline. Okay, remember all year we've been doing the TMF Classic Project reviews. The reason that started finally happened. So we did that because Revelino, who's a producer rapper from Melbourne, we did a Soul District, a project called Soul District in 2004. It came out in 2004. We did it in 2003. And it'd be obviously the 20-year anniversary. So we were serious. We had a few video calls, and I was like, look, man, like I want to do it, but I haven't rapped in a fucking couple years. Like I need to, see if I want to do it. So that's when we started listening to the music and felt this would be a good way to talk about it and share it and share everything on the email list and everything. So we had the recording. So basically been writing slowly since the summer. He got me a bunch of beats and we picked the ones of those, started writing. I did almost everything beforehand. And he had just like a hotel in Queen and Dufferin. And I was there every day last week. And we just basically recorded every day. We recorded 15 songs, and Nosh came up for a full day and another night the night before on Thursday. Nosh laid down 3 verses, fucking slayed it. It was awesome. yeah, I'm really happy with all the shit I put down as well. It was cool to be back in rap mode again. I've been now thinking about raps all the time. I'm sort of feel like I'm okay. I'm back in the groove. There was a time I was just like, she's fucking corny, bro. I don't want to fucking rhyme words. Who cares? But kind of got back into the vibes, and I'm like, oh, I can still do this. And what I'm writing is like, I'm proud of it. I think it's great.
Nice.
I'm like, sick.
Did you do anything different? You mumbling or anything?
No, we actually say words still.
Wow,
unfortunately.
Dan. Wow, Dan.
Unfortunately.
Wow, Dan. You'd be so that. You'd be
Did we talk
I don't
about-
think many. I don't think many people mumble nowadays. Honestly, I don't
Nah,
think they do.
Mumble's kind of done.
It's kind of
one
done,
thing we
yeah.
didn't do was talk about our booty hole and its brownness.
Yeah.
So a little disappointed in myself for that. I feel like Sexy Red is looking down at me. Just being
Let
like,
it down. I'll let Sexy Red down. I'm gonna make a song about it.
There you go. Let Sexy Red down. I think
Ooh,
that's the
a good
one.
song. She'd repost that as well.
Yeah, we really should. She would. She'd love it. But no, it was cool, man. It was all different vibes. It was like some dancehall vibes, some gospel, like the old school soul beats, boot like hardcore, like just rapidy rap boom bap shit. What other vibes we have? No, yeah, like reflective stuff, like some world how I feel, like saying the most hectic shit about how I feel about the world that I've said on rap before, which was good. I must have sent it to you. There's one, we're doing a mixtape and then an album. So we only did the album stuff this week. So the mixtape shit will probably be a bit of a mix of like anything we do that we don't feel suits the album, then we can just kind of put it on like, hey, here's a bunch of other cool shit to get people just ready for it since it's been so long. And we had to change the name of the project to Soul Never Dies. So we can, I guess, say that because legal things with the original company that we did the Soul District thing with. So unfortunately we could have used that, but I kind of like the Soul Never Dies. That's given us a lot to talk about. It's like a nice little concept. So it was sick to be back in the studio with Nosh as well. And like we already started working on our project as well. So we need to talk about where because I know we started playing beats on here and stuff, but we need to figure out what we want to achieve with it. Because Nosh, I went through all the beats yesterday and I'm like, I can't even pick anything because I don't know what we're trying to do. So I feel like we need to figure out what we want to do. And then we'll run it all, as we always said, by you and Tiff, and get you guys involved.
Yeah, let me select some beats. Let me do that. Let me select.
So that's what we could do that. Once we figure out what we're gonna
get, like a pool of beats, and then just get you guys.
And I'd love to hear.
What your favorites are.
We should all do that actually. All of us haven't seen which one crosses over, and then maybe some like if there's any references. Also, as well, we could even look and see like once we've decided what the project or maybe what the sound is, we could be like, oh, why don't we? That's what we did for Relentless. I was like, oh, why don't we make some stuff that sounds like this? And then Clarity went and did it. So we could also do stuff like that to catch vibes. So
sweet as
lots of music happening.
Who's the features on it so far, or is it just you three?
Just us so far. So the group is me and Rev.
That's good.
Notion's on 3 songs. We definitely need a dancehall singer / the chanter, and we kind of want male and female on the dancehall track. We'll get Rev's cousin's name's Rudy. Rudy is a fucking like a OG.
Rudy's a good name.
Rudy's a cool name. That's his real name, and he goes by that for his artist too. So he is a songwriter and producer, kind of like a session musician now, but he was always he was in a group of Static from Player. And then when I say in a group, meaning that they were a production team, then he unfortunately passed away, which all the opportunities were like lost. They met through Aaliyah when Aaliyah was in Melbourne for Queen of the Damned. So Rudy's been around, so we're gonna have Rudy on it. He's a fucking champion. He was on the original SD, and we were talking about that. We're like, should we get some of the people back from the original Soul District that we worked with, or should we try and get some new folks? So we're doing a posse cut with one of the ones Nosh was on, like a bit of like, have like 5 rappers or something. So there's going to be some features. We might try and get some bigger names, perhaps
like paid features.
Potentially, if they're like bigger names, yeah. So I'm going into this. I wanted to obviously like people to hear it, as many people as possible to hear it, but I just don't give a fuck about. I got no expectations now. As in, I can't live. I'm not gonna deal with that. I dealt with that for 22 years or whatever, like doing music and always being stressed about how it's gonna perform, and I just don't care. I'm just like, cool. Is this dope? Sweet. Then the universe will see. So if we could get some bigger features, I think that'd be fun. Just as long as they suit the track and they make the track better, then I don't want it just for the sake of it, because then fucking like cunts pay for features and it comes up on the Spotify. I guess you would know, but there's Spotify, what's it called? Release radar. And then you're like, who the fuck is this whack cunt who has a feature from Wayne or something? I'm like, this guy is not at the same level. What happened here? You know what I'm talking about? Or like
I
Rick
get you.
Ross always sells verses to shit cunts, whatever. So
Yeah, it has to make sense.
yeah, so it's pretty good. It's nice to be back and
Sick.
sorry, buddy. Barrington's like, what's happened? To know that we can still rap again. So, the other thing I was going to quickly mention, it was Black Friday on Friday. Today is Cyber Monday. Did you guys cop anything that you wanted? Like,
this is the first time that Cyber Monday, for me anyway, it looks lit. Like, some of the sales I'm seeing are insane.
Yeah, they keep getting
like,
better. This is
like
the
what?
best
They're
time of year.
getting better. Like, Gap is 50% off everything on their website. Hollister have 30% of everything off their website. There's so many clothing sites where it's like there's just so much like actual discount, like store wide, as opposed to up to this. Like, it's literally like, no, we're gonna give you this amount off everything. So I'm like,
this is
fucking
pretty dope.
sick.
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot better than normal. I definitely agree with that. It's very cool to see. There's been like I finally got some stuff from Represent, the British brand, which is sick. I got that. It came in today. It's nice, good quality. It's more expensive than Fear of God Essentials, but and I don't think it's necessarily better. I think it's like
more... if you would have got it straight from England as well, or no?
I guess it comes from England. It said it was shipped from Belgium, so maybe that's where their warehouse is.
But
so it's on their website.
It makes sense for it to be more expensive.
Well, what like say even this T-shirt was on sale for $100.
Yeah,
I think it was like $150, and it's like the Fear of God has gone up, unfortunately. But if you want to compare the two, because I really feel like Fear of God started anything with
it's like
text
way
on
Fear of God is way better. It just makes sense for a British band to be pricing it out because I don't know, I guess the power of the pound. How expensive shit is over there as well.
But they on the website you can just choose your currency. Like they've made it really good for e-com.
Interesting.
Like, it's a good website. So you
that's really good.
But just everything is more expensive, and I really expected the quality. Like say that that Fear of God, the Essentials fucking shit, that the fabric, like it's sweet.
Because that's like it's like Uniqlo but better, and you know how Uniqlo's sick quality,
higher quality,
but it's like
basics.
Fear of God is like better than that. So it's like.
And this doesn't feel like this. I got the suit, the black one hoodie and pants. Like, it's cool. It fits basically like Fear of God, a little bit tighter, but something about it's like just it feels like the hoodies that I get that are maybe $70, not $200 or something. Like it's it's not quite the same. So I don't know if I'm saying I'm disappointed. I like the way it looks. I like the way everything looks fine.
You just wanted more. I get it. Like
I just thought it would be so because I see like James and Fuhad of Shits and Gigs. They wear it. I'm just like, yo, you look at it, like, damn, that looks fucking expensive, and it's just representing. Maybe I didn't get the right one. Maybe there's tiers or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna look at the website again. Anyway, do you guys cop any? We were talking about off air. Like, get another stream. We got like streaming camera that's connected to the computer, and we just went crazy over the weekend. I got some fucking beer and like some other Yeezy clothes, Fear of God stuff. Sick. The Fear of God deals weren't good though. They were not good at all.
No. Some websites aren't safe.
No. Do you guys cop anything fun?
Looking to get some sweatpants from Hollister, some brown ones, same color as this.
Nice.
They do have some nice cargos I was gonna get, but they only have it in like little man size, so I'm just gonna get it in like pathetic. I'm just gonna get some baggy pants, baggy cargos from somewhere. I need to look around and find some good ones, and then Zara. I want to get some, maybe, but they sell shit. They sell shit.
They sell? Okay.
Yeah. Same with kind of Uniqlo sales, not even that good either. So I'm looking. I need to look around to see the best one, and then I want to get to. So you see I don't know what they're called, but you see Drake's Nocta gloves, the Nike gloves. You know that style. Well.
Yeah.
I don't know what the style is called, but I want that style of glove. I want those gloves.
The one just the black with the Nike thing swoosh on the top.
Yeah. But it's like there's a certain style because it doesn't look like a normal. Like it's a style.
The ones that say Nocta when you hold it up.
Yeah, I believe it's those ones.
Yeah. Okay, they look like soccer goalie gloves or something.
Let me see. Let me double check. Oh no, it wasn't these ones. It's the. It's the. Have you seen the yellow? Type in the Drake Nike,
yellow. I see it.
Nocta yellow ones.
Yeah.
So that style.
That's
but
even
I just
more
don't
fucking,
know. That picture looks like a goalie glove.
Oh, babe, Dan has a reel. 200,000 views on HTF. Yeah. Like he posted it on the weekend. And it keeps going. 200K.
Organic.
Yeah. Yeah, you got lots of shares. You got 1,700 shares and shit. We'll debrief on that tomorrow.
What a cunt.
Right. So yeah, these gloves are actually like, I don't fuck with Nocta at all, obviously, but I'm not mad at these. Actually, kind of hard. I like they got these like ridges on them, on the top of them. They're like goalie gloves. They're not for sport, are they?
No.
They just
They're pretty heavy duty. But you see when you type Noxa gloves and you see like on the shopping tab, and they come up with a bunch of similar type. Because even like I'm trying to think.
Yeah, ones that are like same type of vibes.
Yeah, and I just don't know what it's called. This type.
StockX
Lululemon have a similar one.
$355.
That's crazy.
Lululemon have similar gloves, yeah. So it's like, it seems like almost like ski soccer, like they seem for sport is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it kind of gives sport vibes.
Sports. I like them though. You should get them.
Yeah, so I need to figure out a way to get them. And yeah, just those three things maybe. I might get streaming camera as well. What one did you get?
We got the R50, Canon R50. So it's like, we were looking at the different, like how much to go, like the difference, because it's basically going to be a locked one, so we can start filming like training videos in the office rather than have the big one downstairs. We just leave it there, and then say Tiff could use that one if she's taking calls in the office as well. So then it actually looks like mad professional, like it flexes on motherfuckers. If it looks like you're shooting some fucking content when you jump on Zoom, you know.
I get you.
Yeah, that was the one we got, and I think we got the capture card and all that stuff for it. So I think we ordered that last night, and we have to get another lens too because the kit lenses suck.
Yeah.
They basically have no bokeh, right? The kit lenses for the most part.
Bad.
Yeah,
Depends on how you work them, but there's very, 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 very minimal.
Yeah, they got like, I think the f-stop was like 4, whereas like ours is like 1.4 for both of our good lenses. For this one here is 1.4, so is the Fuji. So yeah, that was a decent. I can't remember how much it was. It was on a decent win. It was less than 1,000, and I think it came with one lens. If you got the one down, funnily enough, the higher number, so the R100 is the lower model. That one came with 2 lenses, but they were both zoom kit lens type things, and it's just like no point. But tons of sales this year, and they're pushing. I feel like this is the one. I feel like all I've been doing is just boom, buying shit. But like it's all on win.
It's the time to do it, right?
It's the time to do it. It's the one time a year where you just fucking throw down and get
I even bought
deals.
my tickets to Trinidad for my birthday. So, and they're on fucking Cyber Monday sale.
Fucking smart.
20%. I got it cheaper than Mel did, and Mel got it like 3 months ago.
See, I didn't even know airlines did that. I mean, that makes complete sense.
Neither did I. Maybe it's just Caribbean Airlines. I don't know.
Fuck, people just I can't stop spending money, man. It's rough times.
Discord.
Yeah. It's crazy times. Okay, sick. So Black Friday. I hope y'all got some good shit. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of stuff to go through. Let's just get to the meaty one now. Pause. So Dan's gonna be a little rough for you for a bit. Okay, just trigger warning.
In what sense?
We're gonna talk about your boy and his shortcomings aggressively. Okay. Drake is suing Universal Music Group and Kendrick Lamar because he says they claims they use bots on not like us, and they had preferential treatment is what he's saying. Every single I'm like looking for. I'm like, okay, everybody, every major artist, all the labels do it. Russ talked about it. They all do it. Every single label does it. And more times the artist doesn't even know about it. They just fucking put bots on. I don't think a single artist that you see those, I don't think anybody is legit, basically, if you're a large artist. This is how they fucking go. Because if they invest money in it, it comes back to them via the Spotify play. So it's almost like you're kind of making it back anyway for the most part. Suing UMG, who's his label too, is a very interesting and very kind of like thoughtless move, because he's going to have an album coming out soon. He's got the album with Party next door. He's going to, and they're going to do what's he going to do? They're going to use the same thing that he sued them for doing or accusing without like any crazy proof. It was the guy with academics. It's hearsay. No one charges $2,500 for that, by the way. Russ said it costs like 40 G's, not 2,500.
But everything's hearsay. Then you can't.
Everything's hearsay. You can't sue over hearsay. It's the most short-sighted view. And then
it's a similar thing to the Michael Jackson and the Sony thing.
Which is what?
Well, Michael Jackson sued Sony for basically the same reason that Jake is suing UMG. Like, it's not. This is like not a new thing for big artists to do.
Yeah, do you know what
so-
it is?
let me-
Explain the Michael Jackson. What did he sue? What's the same thing? Because streaming
So he-
didn't really exist in his lifetime.
So he sued them for 600 million.
Okay.
And let me find the exact thing.
Was it giving because they were they were hurting his sales or something intentionally, or putting other people above him, other artists above him?
I do think it was something along the lines of that, but I'm just gonna check.
While you're finding that, what I've seen, all right, trying to see if there's something that I'm missing, because obviously I don't know all the nuances of music. Every single I wrote down the ones I saw it anyway. I haven't seen anyone say anything positive about it. So I'm talking like Uncle Luke from Two Live Crew was talking about it, Stephen A. Smith, Joe Budden, and now just before we went on, I saw the Breakfast Club. Oh shit, not in for it. So I haven't seen anybody standing up for him aside from random people in the comments. I haven't seen like a commentator. And I think the problem with this is almost more about, it comes across like you're a sore loser and you don't understand the culture. Even say Drake is correct, right? And like, I'm not even debating because I don't know. Like, it's hearsay from what I understand. There's no like concrete proof of anything, but
No.
it makes you look like a fucking bitch that you lost the battle, and that you won't just take the L like a man and just be like, fuck, took an L, man. It is what it is. Everyone takes it. Doesn't matter. Fucking look at being a Kanye stan. Look at how much shit we have to go through. It's okay. Like, it's okay to take an L. Like, I don't think less of Drake. Drake fucking demolished not Pusha. He actually got raped by Pusha T, but he demolished Meek Mill. So it's not like he can't take dubs. He's just picking the wrong person. He picked the wrong person twice from Kendrick and Pusha. But it just makes you look like such a bitch. It's such a fucking shit.
The MJ and Sony thing. It's basically similar vibe. Just suing them for not promoting the album well, and he was basically suing them and implying that they were being racist in the ways they weren't promoting his album over other artists on the label.
I wouldn't say it's the same thing, because
it's similar vibe. It's you can't apply the context of streaming, so it's kind of like it's the same way. It's like it's the inverse. It's like you're downplaying one versus you're uplifting the other.
So if that's true,
it's
that
the
they
same
were
idea.
feeding. Okay, well, say if it's all those things, I don't know if I necessarily agree, because if it is, because there's so many that's the only problem here.
Yeah.
Like if they did it, then maybe. But it's like, it's so wasn't one of the things he said that you would search for Drake and then they'd serve you Not Like Us?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't read the Drake thing.
Which is like YouTube. When you search for the Joe Rogan Donald Trump interview, it didn't show it for a while. They had to fix it and people had to call them out on it. Like, they were suppressing it proactively. So if Spotify were suppressing Drake in favor of that, that's fucked up and that's fair. But once again, it's like, it's still, dude, the optics, bro. Think of the fucking optics. Like, you already won't like really hold this L like a man on this one, but then you go and sue. It just seems like it's people are just like, well, we did say he's white and he's of a particular ethnicity on the white, so that's what he does. That people have been saying shit like that. He was like, gotcha. No, yeah.
Wow.
That was good. That was good. Gotcha. But yeah, it's just like, honestly, man, like I can't, like, it's so cringe. It's such a shit move. It's such a fucking whack move. I don't know if you guys got any like thoughts. I don't want to see.
I just don't care. I just don't care. I don't
why don't you care?
Do you know what though? Because if it was Kendrick, you would be fucking dancing and screaming it from the rooftops.
I don't hate Kendrick like the.
I know you don't hate Kendrick, but
I really like Kendrick. I just really just don't care like you do. Like I genuinely don't care. Like, any artist can do that.
Do you think it's a bitch move? Do you think it's a?
No,
do you think it's a good move?
Genuinely, I am so neutral in terms of how I feel about the move. If it's true, I genuinely don't care. Like, I don't think it affects anything. If he wins it, he wins it. If it's true, it's true. Then. But if it's
how does it not
like,
affect anything?
Oh, it's crazy.
Why should I care?
Do you not see the sore loser angle? The like, it's a battle.
Okay, yeah.
It's a street art form.
If it's like a sore loser angle, then cool. Why? Even if that's the case,
are you disappointed in how he's moving?
Being a sore loser. He's not my son. I don't give a fuck. What do you mean?
But like, you're holding him so high. But like, why wouldn't this
No, I think you guys must hold him higher than me because I think
Yeah.
he's the greatest
We've
of
been
all
into
time.
Drake for a long
I
time.
think he's the greatest of all time. But at the same time, if this is the truth, if it's true that is what he's doing,
It's
I
weak.
don't care.
But why
I
don't
don't
you
care.
care? It's so pussy hole.
Why should I care? What do you mean? Why do you
hip-hop.
care?
It's your boy.
He
That's not an
participated
answer.
in a
That's
rap
not an answer.
battle.
Neither is that. What do you mean? It's hip hop is not an answer. He's your boy is not an answer. That's not a
So
real
if you
answer.
care about hip hop, then that's a part of it. Like it's a street thing. He participated in something that is originated in the street. So if you're going to be Mr. Street Hard, tough man, then don't go and call the lawyers when you're not getting your way. Like it's just such a you have to understand. Like you're not
Okay,
you're
what
an
is it
intelligent
that I'm
person.
not, that I'm
Do you not understand the
misunderstood on
optics?
purpose. He's being difficult on purpose.
No, but
Do you
I'm
get the
genuinely trying to
optics of
understand
this?
can you lay the optics
Lay out the
on things
optics?
so I can, lay out.
I feel like we already did, but basically, you participate in a battle that you instigated, that you poked and were like, "Hey, you're not getting away this time." Then he came through, and then it was the back and forth, and then by the end of it, he made shit up about the planting the stuff and all this other nonsense. If Kendrick was wrong about that, he obviously made shit up too, but those were equal. Those kind of almost cancel each other out. They were both really dumb. Either way, it was those two particular things I think would, because it's sort of like you both like, come on guys.
It seemed like they both lied in that case, but
sure, that's really not that. Yeah, that's not really consequential for the whole thing, because he's still. Kendrick overwhelmingly won in the culture with the song specifically. It just like it went crazy. It blew up wild. It had catchy accusations, whether they're true or not. I'm not here to discuss that, but either way, it was well executed. So then he was at the end when he dropped the Heart Park 6, which was the weakest of all the songs. He posted on Instagram, "Hey, that was fun. I'm gonna go on holiday." Just like, okay, I'm taking my ball. I'm going home because I'm winning. And like, it just seemed like every move he's done from that point has seemed like a sore loser, kind of like Suki child, kind of didn't get his way type of move. And then after all of this time, after all year, and then now you want to come and sue your own label and him for hearsay things after you lost the battle and you didn't take it very well. Pause. I don't know. It's I think the optics are pretty. I think that's pretty clear.
My only thing is, so with the Heart Part 6 and saying, I'm done now, whatever. I don't necessarily think that's genuinely. I don't think that's a bad thing. Being like, okay, look, I'm done. Like, I'm checking out the situation. If you think that's a bad thing, fair enough. But I personally don't care. Like, I don't think that means I've lost, so I'm leaving, kind of thing. It's just.
But he instigated it though. He started.
Yeah, but that's
what it felt like. It's like
irrelevant.
He started it, and then he's like, I kind of think it is though.
Okay, no, it is relevant. It is relevant. Yeah, if he didn't push it, then fair enough. I see why you'll say he seems like more of a sore loser by just saying, okay, I started it, but now I'm done, kind of thing. Because your song blew up more than mine. Like I get that angle for sure.
But the lawsuit, that wasn't even my point. That was just laying out what happened. The lawsuit though is like with that in mind. Then you come and sue everybody when you just all he had to do was just like if he didn't post that sort of just shut up, just let it fizzle out, and it just start. No one else puts it like it's like you know how you say, okay man, I'll talk to you later. When you're texting, you just stop texting and you start texting again later. It's like you just let it ride and then put out fucking fire music and prove everybody wrong. That's he did a bunch of stuff, to be fair, but they were just like singles and whatever.
He kind of done that, and like he also
it was only a few songs. He could have done an album.
Did he do an album? There's enough to it. He released 100 gigs, like so. There's enough.
But there was 3 songs.
To be album.
That was B-roll.
There's like 6. No,
okay, that's not an album.
100 gigs in terms of music is there was at least 6 songs, and he's probably been on about 5 to maybe 10 features since the whole thing. So it's not like that he hasn't released shit. So
then it's just the way he's sort of moving. There's just
what does that mean? What does that mean though? Like to be honest, if it was true and he done like everything is hearsay, he might have not sued. He might not like it might not be true. Even if it is true, like if you care about that and you hold that high because you think it's against the culture, then fair enough. Then I guess I just don't understand the culture enough. Like, I just don't think it's that deep.
It's the equivalent of calling
Personally.
the cops on because you know.
I don't
Someone,
think it
like,
is. I don't think. No,
absolutely
no, okay. No,
It's
I
just
don't
a
think it is.
snitch move.
No. I don't think. I don't think
the
it is.
culture
I don't
does
think it
though.
is.
This is
No.
what I'm saying. Like,
No.
I feel like it's too many people who don't understand. I know you don't subscribe to any of the rules, and I totally get it. It's like me with beer. I got into beer so late, I don't subscribe to the rules. So I like putting retarded ass shit in beer and lactose and all these fun things that the beer nerds who only drink lagers get furious about. So I'm the more hip. I understand it. I get
the Dahn of craft beer.
Basically, because I don't care. And now I very much appreciate the OG shit, the 4 ingredient shit, right? For hip hop, it's just right. That's just beer, and I guess it's like you could say it's just rap too. It's just I feel it's much bigger. Craft beer is so much smaller. It's equating. I guess I'm just trying to say it's less. Beer is less important than rap because
of course,
hip hop culture is now pop culture, and it was a niche subculture from a group of people who were oppressed in the Bronx, and then it spread around New York and it spread around the world, and now everyone's participating in it, and it's losing. Like, it's. I guess we're a bit conservative about hip hop, and that's fine. But it's still, if you are engaging in a battle, which a battle is almost like its own thing altogether, whether it's a disaster type battle, it's war, or a song battle. I think both of them are just as fun and entertaining and blah, blah, blah. But there's kind of, you just move a certain way. You're not going to go and become a crack dealer and then, hey, cops, fucking this guy on this corner is doing it and trying to. Like,
I think that's
he's not
different.
moving in accordance to what he's participating in.
I think that's very different to suing your label because you think someone who has made up the fact that, in his eyes, has made up the fact that he is a pedophile and is now being pushed over other songs.
He's suing the
platform.
label. Like, you could sue Kendrick
for
defamation.
Saying, like,
he's not suing for defamation. He's suing for the streaming thing.
But then, wouldn't you think? What would you think is worse? Because personally, I would think if you sued him for defamation, it would be worse. Because that to me is kind of like
the suing periods is not.
I just don't think. I don't
or
think
just like.
Deep. I don't associate.
I think everyone else does.
You don't need money, bro. Like,
I don't think everyone else does though. I think the people you send to me and you do and Notion does, and other than that, I genuinely don't see anyone saying anything about it. Nor do I like see anyone saying negative things or being like he's right. It's just like, oh, once it's confirmed, that's when I'll probably be fed the information. But at the same time, it's hearsay stuff. I'm not seeing enough of it. And the stuff that you're sending me of it, I don't care about what these people are saying. These are people that are like, these are fucking Joe Budden. Joe Budden and Drake don't like each other. And there's also people, a lot of random people.
Charlamagne's saying it. They're all like, they're mates. Stephen A. Smith got nothing to do
Charlamagne.
with it. He's saying
that was awesome. Stephen A. Smith's take was funny as fuck.
Uncle Luke got nothing. He was even saying, he's like
Luke?
He's like a legend. He's like the Miami GOAT. The OG from the 80s in Miami. He's in a group called Two Live Crew. Yeah. They used to basically make porn and they were banned from everywhere. They were like, what the fuck? It's called Miami Bass. It's hip hop / Miami Bass. And their raps are not good, but they are like party music.
Yeah. Like too short of like Miami.
He basically, yes. He had beef with Snoop and Dre on The Chronic. They said, Luke, can you eat a fat dick? Like they're dissing each other a lot. Like, and he was like, yo, me, Snoop, Dre will win each other and stuff. And that's not how you fucking end shit. It's kind of not, though. It's the same. It's not. Is it not? They're talking about they made records.
Well, no, to be honest, I don't know enough about the... I don't know.
Well, they were the identical situation. Same as Ice Cube and Common and fucking Cypress Hill and Ice Cube and fucking like all these different people in the 90s, 2000s who had beef. I guess obviously Tupac and Big, but like it's like Biggie suing Tupac because he's called him fat. That's like
a great example. That's a great example.
Or he said, "Hey, you said you fucked my wife. That's adultery. I'm suing you for like." You know what I'm saying? It's just like if I have to really explain to you the reality of how that appears, then I guess
they're comparable, but at the same time, I don't
delirious in it.
I don't think it's the same as like calling the cops, for example. I don't think that's the same. And if that's what you're comparing to and you're thinking it's the same,
well, that's not the only thing.
Then I see why you think it's a massive.
Which I think it's just, okay. So forget the cops thing. That's maybe that's extreme. Either way, it's a bitch move. I just don't think it's the move. I don't know what else you would have done. Like I'm not against suing people, of course, but it's if it was just, hey, I know we found out. If say the battle didn't happen, and he goes and sues UMG or whatever for doing this for Kendrick and suing TD or his label or whatever, just in general, that I don't think anyone would really have much of a problem with, because it's not.
I think people would still have a problem with that.
Lost it. I don't think it would be as bad. Because, well, who are you, the fucking like streaming police? Why the fuck are you suing people? First and foremost, like, the fuck are you doing, bro? Second, though, if there was no like altercation or this beef and clearly they don't like each other, then it's kind of like, why are you doing that? It would be weird and people wouldn't like it. True, you're right. But because they had the beef, it's just such a like, oh, you beat me, I'm gonna sue you. Watch me sue you. Get my Jewish lawyers sue you.
That's what you think,
Kendrick.
That's how that's your perception of it, though.
Because that's what it looks like, and I'm not the only. I was like, Tiff and I felt that we're talking.
Well,
and then
I didn't know the only things that
again.
you're seeing is just I don't see anything you're saying, and then the only thing you see is the only thing I see is what you send me, and it's just people who are like.
Could be your algorithm is pro Drake because you're so pro Drake.
But it's not.
You don't
No,
even
it's not
see anything against him.
No, but it's not even like.
No.
But I'm not saying that anything in my algorithm is preventing me from seeing that. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's like you would say, I'm anti-Kendrick. I'm not anti-Kendrick. The only thing I see on my algorithm is very pro-Kendrick stuff over anything else. Like, I see more Kendrick shit on my algorithm than Drake. So it's kind of like...
What do you...
Maybe you don't have those people in your... Those type of cultural commentators in your thing. Either way, okay. I'm over talking about this now. We get the point. Let's talk about maybe the album then. That's probably more fun.
Yeah.
GNX, Kendrick, surprise dropped not last Friday, the Friday before. Album, I think it had 15 songs.
I think it's less, to be honest.
It's less than that?
Yeah, I think it's 12.
It's 12? Okay, my bad. Called GNX. It came out of the blue, and I'm trying to pull it up. Here we go now. And yes, you're right. 12 songs. It's fucking insane. I'm not. Also, I'd also want to make it abundantly clear. I know you're not a Kendrick hater by any means, and also just like you're not a Kendrick hater, Notion and I aren't Kendrick dick riders.
No, you're not a Kendrick dick rider, but you're a Drake hater.
Currently, because I don't like his moves. Yes, historically,
for
I
the
have
past
been the big
365 days.
Less
He's
than
been
that.
moving
Just
shit
this year, since like May. When did it happen? It was May. The battle. Call it since April. Yeah, if Drake moves weak, then I'm going to call it out. But if like
Kendrick, happy to pile on,
well, if Kendrick moved weak, I'd say it too. But he doesn't really say anything. He just doesn't. He stays out of the spotlight. Doesn't talk. He's not posting on Instagram stories. He just puts out music, and you either like the music or you don't like the music. Really, that's the difference. He keeps it quiet, and that's what you were complaining about, that he's not feeding the streets. Because Drake is doing that. That's why I sent the Fonte thing, because if you don't post that weekend shit every weekend shit, then they forget about your whereabouts.
They wonder.
I'm like, that's a bar. That's fucking exactly it. That you got to post weak ass shit all the fucking time. Now, I'm not saying that's what Drake does, but that's a different model. So I prefer typically the people who post less typically happen to be my favorite artists. That's just a coincidence. That to say, I don't always like. I only really like to Pimp a Butterfly from Kendrick. Good Kid is pretty sweet. Damn was alright. What was it called? Black Panther was pretty dope.
Damn was sick.
This is my favorite album. I've changed my mind. This is my favorite album.
This is my second. One. Yeah,
I don't care.
So let's talk.
It's my favorite one.
GNX is right up there, dude.
Yeah, it's
top 3 for sure.
Yeah, so we're all on the same page as far as the quality of this album. Maybe not so much with Drake's move, but that's with this album. So I've listened to this probably half a dozen times, maybe more at this point.
Sick.
Like he's kind of got everything. I don't know. Do we want to do like the full play-by-play, or do you want to just?
It'll be easy because I think we know all the songs.
Like, yeah, I could heard him that much, right? Let me present. If I could just share Spotify, I think I can just do that. It might just be easier.
I've only heard it twice, but
you get the beautiful.
Where have you been?
Twice. I've been doing stuff, mate.
Fucking around. All right. So, do I have anything problematic here? No, we're good. Okay. So
Billie Eilish released.
Because James from Sits and Gigs was saying Billie Eilish is the GOAT. So we were playing her stuff the other day to see what's the deal. I liked it. It's like the new album's really slow, like everything's slow, but she's got a great. She's cool.
That's what she's like. She's good though.
Yeah, I like Billie Eilish. So okay, the first joint, Whacked Out Mural, so sick with the fucking like.
It was good.
The dun like this, like there's almost basically no drums, like it's just like a synth or something. And he had the key line from this one was he said, I used to listen to the Carter 3 in high school. And then I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, meaning that he got the Super Bowl. Wayne didn't take too kindly to that and went and tweeted like, no, bro. He wasn't dissing you. It's like he's sad about it. Obviously, he doesn't want to. So hopefully Wayne doesn't go and do it because it's enough for that. Song fucking slaps. Squabble Up was the song before Not Like Us.
Not
the
Like
video.
Us. Yeah.
It's like it's a bit of a weird that vocal sample in it after the.
So weird, eh? But like, do you know what? I listened to it after when you hear the reincarnated. I was like when you hear that, I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, okay. And then I heard it first time. I was like, oh, like okay, it's good. Like, but now I listen to it, and now I'm like, okay, this fucking slaps. It's fucking fire. It's sick.
It's really, it's like there's a little part cool I could do without that, and he's put like that mariachi singer he got as well on Whacked Out Mule. It just didn't really fit, but it's not like annoying or shit. I just felt like a little strange to have. Yeah, it's fine. You get used to it. But yeah, Squabble Up was cool. Music video was awesome. Lots of nods to different things like the Roots, the Next Movement video, and a whole bunch of other things I didn't even
some
notice.
Memes in there as well. There's a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
It's very, very cool. Typical Kendrick, and he's doing his weird, like looking down and being expressionless thing in the video. It's
like unbothered look about him.
Yeah, it's funny. It's definitely cool.
It's sick.
Luther with SZA, nice.
This is great. I love that song.
What was that? That one's got the most streams, eh?
Yeah,
68 million. No shit.
One of my favorites. The Luther sample is just incredible.
Fire. And the back and forth with Kendrick and SZA was very cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of back and forth on this.
Yes, they were. Do you know what I mean?
Really good.
Which is the one? What you talk about? They talk about no. What you talk about? They talk about nothing. Whatever song that is.
Let me
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo's good.
And I only realized yesterday listening to it that it's Kendrick saying the first part and the other dude saying the second part.
I realized that today. I literally realized that today. That's so funny.
Look at that. We're on the same vibe. I love it. Luther was killer. Man at the Garden. Which one was that again?
Good. It's I Deserve It. Oh, that song.
Oh, the one mic flow.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy. I Deserve It.
Oh.
Yeah. No, she called that. I love that. I didn't pick it at first.
Yeah.
So good.
Dude, I wrote a whole fucking bunch of bars based off listening to that song.
Love that. See,
like I think it's good. I just
crazy.
Wouldn't replay it, to be honest. Like
it's finding the context.
It's talented.
I'm not going to reach for exactly. So it was one mic. It's wicked to listen to, but you don't want to hear it all the time. It's like
oh,
that's cool.
On a party, it's part of the
but not party.
Yeah,
not even party setting. I just mean like in general.
I wouldn't skip it, but I wouldn't go put it on.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying? Yeah,
exactly.
I'm that too. Yeah,
it's part of the
album. So dope.
It's part of the story.
Exactly. But I usually just listen to the album all the way through anyway. I haven't skipped anything with this. Hey Now with Dottie 6. Yep.
I love this song. It's like the back and forth with this. I don't even. So I read that a bunch of these guys they're just random LA artists. It's so sick.
Yeah, it's cool that he's put these cats on. He could have had like big names, but it's kind of more fun this way. It keeps it more LA.
It's good because none of them are shit either.
No,
like, none of them are shit. They're all good, like actually good. I like this track a lot because he does the back and forth as well with his Dodie 6 guy, where he like comes in as the guy's finishing his line.
Pause.
He's like Harley Quinn with the blow, and then you hear him go, "Hey, shit gets spooky every day in October." Like it's so good.
Sick. I like that. That's real rap shit. That's wicked.
Yeah.
Probably the best song though, which I think we could all maybe agree on that. The Reincarnated. It's just spectacular. It's fucking spectacular.
It's like one of the best songs I've heard in the past 10 years. Like it's
sure.
So good.
It's a sample of what's this Tupac song?
I don't know the exact sample, but I know it's a Tupac sample.
Kendrick Lamar Reincarnated. It's Reincarnated sample. There we go. I forgot the name of the song, but basically he raps like Tupac. Oh, Made N-Words off Gang Related. Yes, I have that soundtrack in back home. So he took that sample, basically the same one that Puck did, and then rapped in Puck's cadence, like with the kind of the growl and the flow,
identical. Like
so
it's
good.
insane.
And then he told three stories. I believe the first story, it was like telling stories about like as if he was reincarnated as different people. I think the first one was John Lee Hooker, the guitarist in like the 40s, guitarist and singer. The second was Billie Holiday, I believe. because I think she died of heroin overdose. And then the last one was apparently God talking to the devil, which I thought it was God talking to
Interesting.
him.
Yeah, same. I thought that was the case
Yeah.
as well.
So I think when it has I think maybe the first part, because he says it's like talks in first person, and then I think it changes into. That's why you don't pick it. Like, but I read it somewhere that's what it was. I was like, fuck, that's pretty dope.
No,
But-
like when he's doing the back and forth speaking to himself is incredible.
Yeah, it's
Like
special.
That
one's
it's
super
so
sick.
good.
TV Off is extra wicked. So TV Off is probably the most viral moment on the project, because
I thought it was very weird at first, but now I listen to it, I'm like, okay, it works.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about that one specifically in the chat notes as well. One's a fucking.
It sounds like
slap
sounds like the rock hymn, like the dun, dun, dun,
Oh, guess who's back?
dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun.
It's the return of the wild style fashion. Yeah.
Wow.
He had this is the line where he had the mustard.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
And it's like it's on billboards from like Heinz and
memes.
stuff.
Oh, dude.
Macca's did some shit. Like,
It's really good.
honestly, it's so ridiculous, but it's very smart that it's like it's almost. I wonder if he knew that would become like that, or if he's just in this shit fucking around and you just like, I don't know how I'm gonna scream mustard. I don't know.
It's good because the tempo is kept up as well after as well. Because he's like, mustard, he's on the bed, but somebody gotta do it. Like, he just keeps getting so good, man.
It's fucking great. Honestly, his
so
voice.
good.
People were saying, I read as well, people were saying his vocal inflections were so fun on this album because of Keem, essentially, like Baby Keem sort of influence. There was the one. What's the one where he's
Drake said that.
Oh, not my face, whatever that song is.
Oh yeah. That's
Squabble Up, I think, right?
It's Squabble Up, yeah.
At first, I didn't like it, and then it grew on me.
Neither did I.
Like,
it grew on me a lot.
Okay, that one's a banger. So TV Off was great. Dodger Blue is a bit more of a slower joint.
Yeah, slower.
Doesn't this remind you of some of the songs off the Metro Spider-Man album?
I can see that. Yes. Metro Spider-Man album. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
It reminds me of that a lot. Like, I love it though. This is like, it's so good. And this is the only one with like a big artist on it as well.
Yeah, with his only big feature. Totally. I didn't even realize. It reminds me of kind of like a DJ Quick or something. Like, it's all very LA. This album's very West Coast.
Yeah.
Peekaboo was the one we were talking about there with what they're talking about with this as Chike guy.
That
one was fun. Man. Cool bars. Sorry, Doug?
Really West Coast.
Yeah, super West Coast. The second best song is that was funny. Is like if you're gonna quote that and make it sound like look at Kendrick's bars, bro.
It's so good.
It'd be very easy.
But then he follows out the type of shit I'm on. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah,
so good.
See, he's just so trolling.
Good.
Yeah, honestly,
he's trolling.
He's trolling. He's fucking around. The second best song though is Heart Part 6, and I think this was. So this song, this samples a Use Your Heart from SWV, which is a fucking phenomenal song, probably late 90s, early 2000s, fucking impeccable. And he wrote, I love this so much because he was rapping about them back in the day, being in the studio, hoping they could make it. Like, fuck, I love songs like that. I fucking love this shit. It's so good. Black Hippie, and why he never made an album with them, because he sort of moved on, so he's the one who fucked it up. And Q didn't rap and he came in, but he believed in him and da-da-da. It's fucking so sick. The thing that this song, multiple layers. First, we didn't think he was going to do it because of Drake using it for the battle.
Yeah.
So interesting that I felt like reclaiming it. Two, not one of the Heart records have been on an album. They've always come out before the album. This is the first one that's on an album. So because of that, people believe, and then there was the promo video, and it had 2 cars in the promo video, and it was playing a song that wasn't on the album.
That's right.
And then the Heart Part 6 was on, so they think this is the album. They think this is like the prequel to a real one. I was thinking an album was going to come after the Super Bowl, because that's usually what they do.
Right.
Like you do Super Bowl, you don't get paid for.
Yeah.
So the whole part, the payment is the attention. So you're like, the whole world's watching. Boom, you go on tour. You announce the tour that night. You drop the album that night, whatever it might be. You do something with it. So that's the conspiracy theory online as far as that's concerned, because all those different things. I'm like, it's kind of plausible. The actual GNX title track, that was a little,
I like it. I like all the Tell 'em Pistol did it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I like how they all have their own hook.
Yes,
You could
it's
tell
cool.
him Hitter did it. Like it's
Yeah.
so good.
That one was a cool one with a bunch of LA cats, and then obviously the last track called Gloria with SZA, which is about his. It's like another Tupac thing where on Me and My Girlfriend, Pac's talking about a gun, he's talking about his pen, and it was interesting when he says it in the last line. Then you listen to the song again, and you can be, oh yeah, totally. It's exactly all the things line up. It's which is another Pac kind of reference on there. So all in all, tight album. No fat to trim off. He kept it like pretty tight and to the point.
Perfect.
It honestly, it kind of is like I think To Pimp a Butterfly is brilliant masterpiece level shit, but I think this is more listenable overall.
Yeah.
Like this is his most listenable, cohesive thing. I think he's interesting. I like that he didn't diss Drake. He only said in Whacked Out Mirrors, he said like it's not F that dude. It's like fuck the industry and like he didn't really say anything. Not too much.
He claims that he's dissing the industry, but he's dissing Drake. Like.
There was a bar or two leading up to
he's
that, though,
not.
right?
Yeah, but I struggle
back
to
to
believe
subliminals, just like Drake was talking subliminals. This is kind of the like, cool. We did the battle, like now they're back to subliminally just in each other, and that's fine. That's just like that's normal shit. So, all in all, though, fuck man,
so good.
A1, like, potentially album of the year. I don't know if there's anything that's better.
Look at those numbers.
Yeah. So very interesting.
That's a Tyler album.
Vultures 2. Should add that up.
Vultures 2. What's that?
Add those numbers up. Just like
for the
ChatGPT to fucking add it up.
Oh, to see how many. Be solid.
There's been great albums. We Don't Trust You. Might Delete Later.
Oh yeah.
We Don't Trust You 2. Is it Crycopia? Crycopia is that what it's called?
Chromacopia. Chromacopia.
The
Crossroads from Corday, which I wanted to briefly touch on.
This is there's a lot of potential. You could put example on.
We're gonna talk about that a lot. We'll push through some of this other stuff because we've been yapping so much. We talked about that. The last thing is that, and this was really funny. This was just coming back, not to reignite the heated debates again, but when I was saying Dan, honestly, bro, you didn't even understand how gassed I was when this happened in this way. I just felt it was so funny because I love trolling you really aggressively with Drake stuff. Like I mean some of it, but some of it I don't because we talked about that.
You mean most? Yeah.
About here and there. I'm telling you honestly. Here, I'm being more honest. I didn't troll you at all tonight. I'm just telling you.
I know.
So. When I said to you, Kendrick, what did I say? He was like dominating the culture, and I was explaining, and you were like, I can't. And you're like, LOL, dominating the culture. I can't believe you said. I can't take you serious because you said that. Then like 3 minutes later, I saw a tweet where Apple Music made Kendrick Lamar Artist of the Year, and in the press release said he dominated culture. And I was like, this is Jesus H. Christ shining down and go, here's a dub for you, big guy.
Funny.
Take this and handball that onto Daniel. It was.
So good.
Dan, I love that a lot. I had to I had to go hard for that one. I'm sorry.
Bring it back for Christmas, bring it at the Christmas tree. Bring it up.
I'm gonna get you a framed picture of
every year.
I'll take it happily,
and it better be in the background of the pod.
I'm a big fan. of his.
I know you don't hate, so it's actually not that funny. It was just because, honestly, it was just because of the dominating the culture line. Everything else wasn't even really that. And it was because you always clown on Spotify because you have Apple Music, and and the fact that your Apple. I mean, neither do I. I haven't had an Android for.
How do you have Spotify now? That's weird. Interesting. Go on.
Your fucking platform made Kendrick Lamar Artist of the Year, and then iterated what I was saying. So it was very convenient. How pissed were you? Were you like, fuck, that's a good one?
I was.
I know you're good at you were like, fuck, because if it was me, I would have been, oh fuck, he got me on this one. Fuck. I got you pretty good though. I got you good, Dad. I got you pretty good. It was a good one. It was a good one. It was just time.
I'll give it.
It's all love. Thanks, mate.
I'll give you this one. I'll give you 1 point.
Give me. Thank you. Well,
I'll keep my 10. I'll keep my 10.
Your 10 what? Points.
Yeah. And I'll give you your 1. I'm breaking bread with you, bro.
okay, Daniel. All right. Corday, The Crossroads. Did you guys check it?
You know, I haven't listened to it.
Highly recommend it. Honestly, it's it's great. It's just Kendrick is great, the one right now. So it's almost like hard to go and listen to something else. But I would definitely recommend. It's a fun album. He's
Who's
super
on it?
dope. Fuck, it's a great question. He had some Anderson for Twice, because they're
Juicy
close
J?
mates. Juicy J, which is a strange choice, but he
Oh,
wasn't.
Joey
He only
Badass.
did a hook. Thank fuck.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
fuck. That's
Wayne on
good.
there twice.
That sounds good.
Ty Dolla.
How's the EA song?
He only does the hook. It's no bad news today. Yeah, it's okay. It's like weird Kanye feature. Wait, that
Wayne
almost sounds
twice?
AI. Sorry.
Wayne twice.
Yeah, Wayne twice.
Sick.
The best one is Saturday Mornings, where Wayne fucking just obliterated
Yeah, such
that
a good
shit.
song.
We talked about it on here before. So good, man. Fuck. But yeah, overall, this is actually Joey Badass killed it as well. Honestly, I'm looking at this is actually pretty fucking sick. Definitely worth checking out. I reckon Koday is the best of the new era of rappers that we've said before.
Him
So
and Jack Harlow probably.
yeah, I would say that. I mean, that's fair.
Jack
Jack Harlow likes to do commercial shit on purpose, but he can rap. He can fucking rap. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, I fuck with Jack. Yes, I think Corday's been a little more consistent with that, but probably why Jack has a larger profile because he's doing music that appeals to more people, I guess, right? So, yeah, Corday's just keep it more like he's like a new era Fonte-ish type of cat that's doing like fun, interesting stuff and using his voice in good ways and talking about real shit and wifed up is actually fucks with his baby mother and his kid. I don't know. He's probably your age or something. He's got to be mid to late 20s. So it's really just mature shit that I respect a lot. So that one's he's 27. Okay, so that makes sense. Mary J. Blige also dropped an album called Grateful, which is pretty sick. Listened to that a couple times. I don't know. I love obviously Mary's like fucking the best. It's still like it's all like cool. It's all like good, nice R&B stuff. I bet I'd rather listen to My Life or something. You need sad Mary. You need Mary, heartbroken Mary. It's better music, unfortunately, for her. Poor lady. That's worth checking. Okay, so do you want to talk about the Tyson Jake Paul fight or just move on?
Oh, it's just such a shit fight. It's just like, why is that happening? Why is
it was orchestrated for sure?
I did hear. Tell me what you guys think of this.
I don't know.
Someone said that they respect Jake Paul a lot because you look at this. He's in the game. He's got he's good at boxing for one. He's like actually good. Almost all of his fights have been with older legends, and he had beef with Dana White because he wanted them to get health insurance, and Dana wouldn't do it. Because obviously, you're literally going into a ring and you're going pretty much right to the hospital, every single one, basically, unless you luck out type of shit. So what they think he's doing is that he's doing these fights with these older people. They make them so that they can't get hurt. Like there were times where like they could have knocked each other out or whatever. So they make sure that doesn't happen because you don't want him knocking Mike Tyson out 30 years older than him because wouldn't really do so well. And then Mike Tyson gets $20 million. And so he's helping these people, basically getting them a payday, making a spectacle as he does, talking all this shit. Tyson slapping him in the weigh in, and then getting these guys paid, and then setting them up for something, a little bit in their later stages of life. So they kind of think he's on this like mission of just like helping cats out. And I was like, that's fucking cool if that's true.
Well, it does an extent. He's an advocate of. No, do you know what it is? I don't even know if he's much of an advocate. He's just very anti Dana White. So he just does what he doesn't do.
Why?
So I know about I don't know what his beef is with Dana. I think Dana just doesn't respect him. I think that's what it is.
Oh,
maybe.
Right. It's probably like fuck off, you little kid.
Just a
Shut up.
little Disney kid trying to be a boxer, and he's not a good boxer.
I get it.
He's
oh, he's not. You don't think?
No, not.
I always hear he's good.
But, like he's good for a YouTuber, but like.
Right.
He fought Tommy Fury, who's Tyson Fury's little brother, and he's a professional boxer who's only fought people with a record of like 1 win and 300 losses. Like collectively, like he's never fought someone with even like a close positive record. And Tyson Fury just destroyed. I mean, Tommy Fury destroyed him. He went into the ring.
Was
if you
my
watch,
understanding of it? It's pretty clear. Okay.
He just bested him, and it's kind of like if you can't beat someone who's genuinely like known like industry wide, he's a bad boxer who only faces people horrible because he's a part of the Fury family and they don't want him to ever lose. Then I don't think you're very good. I don't think you're good personally. Right. But like I think he's good within his own lane. Like he's a good YouTube boxer. Like, and yes, he's doing good stuff in terms of as a result of his beef with Dana White, as opposed to him doing it on purpose. I think personally, but like I always knew about that stuff. Though I always knew that because Dana White wasn't giving them the money they deserved, that he was just going to fight them. But also, I don't think it's rigged necessarily.
Right.
And two, I
don't think it was rigged.
I think it's just bad to be fighting anyone who's 20 years older than you. Like, he shouldn't have fought Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
And like, he shouldn't fight UFC fighter. He just shouldn't fight UFC fighters. They're not boxers.
Well, the only explanation is that he's hooking them up. That's because otherwise you're right. Like, why would you do this?
Well, they'd only do it for payday, and he'd do it because he thinks he's going to get respect and more money. He thinks, oh, I'm going to beat Anderson Silva, and that means he's so good in the UFC. That means
But then it's like, yeah, it's fucking 10 years ago. Like, you're doing it in a sport that they didn't compete at professionally.
Yeah,
so it's like, that's why just the only explanation to me is like, because he's got to be smarter than that, thinking like, hey man, if I beat this guy 20 years older than me, who's completely not in his prime anymore, where I'm fucking 28, like, yeah, that makes
he's
mad.
definitely planned it out really well, so he's able to just get rich, and the other people participating always just gonna be like, yeah, cool. But I don't think their fights are rigged or anything. I just think he's fighting washed people who have never competed in this sport before.
Right.
He's never also fought like a striker in the UFC either. Everyone is just like grapplers,
like all-rounders or whatever.
Ben Askren was like known for never punching anyone in the UFC. He was just good at grappling, and he fought in a boxing match for him. It was like, what's the point?
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, well, either way, it was a bit of the worst part about all of it was the fucking Netflix buffering.
Oh yeah, no, forget the health thing. Forget health. No, Netflix was so bad. It was so bad.
And apparently they're doing it. So if people remember the Love Is Blind finale last year, a reunion that they do, then it fucked up and they had to just film it and then post it the next week. They apparently on Christmas Day have some sort of football game. Hey buddy. And Beyonce's performing and they're doing it live and everyone's like, oh no, Netflix, clearly you're not able to do this. Though there was no problem with the Chris Rock and the Joe Rogan live comedy specials, but I just think the amount of people watching is so much less.
It could be a lot. Beyonce performing.
Yeah, that's fucking...
It's insane. Christmas Day.
They can't fuck that up. On Christmas Day, you're going to ruin Christmas, guys?
Yeah, because people are going to dedicate their Christmas Day to watching that. So, like,
yes, exactly.
But they also they have a deal with WWE now, so they're going to have live, like actual WWE happening every week. So maybe they'll have time to fix it, even if it fucks up.
Fuck. Well, hopefully for them they do, because shit ain't good. All right, a couple quick things before we get to the end here. So Pusha T's opening a coffee shop called Grindin'. Which is smart. But apparently Jadakiss and Ghostface both have cafes as well. Jadakiss is called Kiss Cafe and Ghost, I think, was called, I forgot the name. Which is pretty interesting. I wonder how much these guys even care about, because I'm obviously coffee's massive for me personally. Like, it's pretty crazy. They're doing it. I think it's dope.
Wait, Kiss Cafe, is there one? Wait, why is it sending me to a Canadian website?
They don't have one here. There's no chance. They'd be in New York, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe because you can order beans or something. Maybe they roast. I don't know if they're roasters or if they just... But either way, interesting to see rappers get into coffee. I fuck with it. I love it. I hope they're serious about it as well. Like they actually, like Jimmy Butler, like he loves it. From
he's serious.
He's called Big Face, and we watched this Architectural Digest thing of his house in LA, and it's so sick. He's got a cafe in his house, like it's like built in properly.
Yeah,
with
if
all
you
the
saw
cups,
his documentary,
the Starting Five,
the Starting Five documentary, you could see it.
I gotta watch it.
It's got like a proper thing. It's insane.
It's also on the Architectural Digest YouTube thing, so either or. It's fucking cool. Really love it. Love to see that. Snoop and Dre. Missionary drops next Friday, so that's gonna be interesting.
Missionary pause.
He's done it with Kiss Doggy Style, and now it's called Missionary.
Wow,
is that funny?
That's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, they're I guess they did the live Drink Champs. My God, sorry, they did a live Drink Champs podcast.
Yeah,
and they played some songs from it. Which
was it good?
It was fine. Like
Okay.
it
So
was
don't
like
get your hopes up.
yeah, you got to remember it's still Snoop in 2024. It's not Snoop in 1994. So it's a
Notion,
little
manage your expectations, Notion.
yeah. I think the beats might be crack, but
They might be.
yeah, like it was fine. It was cool, but once again, I'm only hearing little snippets. Need to soak it up. I don't want to judge just yet, but
Yeah.
I think for everything we should manage expectations. That's just life now.
Mhm.
So that's cool. I wanted to shout out real quick my new favorite Instagram account for the last few months. It's called Could Be the Move. Are you guys familiar?
No,
No, but I'm gonna go on it right now.
Okay, so this is a sick as shit. I saw someone just shared like a reel, and basically what they do, they share. I wouldn't call it life hacks, but interesting things to do in life. For example, they were like, and the way this guy talks is like, could be the move. Like, and he's like, go into a diner, and basically, get your old man on. Go into a diner with the boys. Read the newspaper. Order the same thing every day. Pull up, and it's like this whimsical way of like describing a situation. Another one is like, read a paperback. Have a paperback in the back pocket. Always have it ready to go. They have like, and then they share it to stories, and they say you either chop it, which means dash it, get rid of it, or it could be the move. So like, I always send it to my friend Richard, who does our thing. I don't know why, it just reminds me of him. It's like funny things. Like he said, what was one of the things? Like you go on a flight, some random guy sits next to you, and you're like, you should just shake his hand and say, hey man, enjoy the flight. Like something like that. Just these little
I like it.
It's these whimsical things. Like I'm glad to put you guys onto this because I feel like it'd make our fun chat keep sending stuff. Like
I like it.
Like take some time after the pod and just go through a couple of the reels, like the ones with the most views and stuff. I think Shan sent it to the big goat meme chat, Nosh. Like that's when I saw it. And I was like, and I've just been following ever since. I'm like, this is so smart. And it's just, they'll send people commenting and just put screenshots of someone comments about like, and then you vote, is it a move or you chop it or whatever. Like that's what they've been doing that a lot. It's I don't know why, it just makes me smile. It's just like, it's really cool. And it's just people thinking of like cool shit. And usually it's to like elevate someone else's experience a lot of the time. And just sort of like, yeah, just it's never like anything like
forward kind of shit.
Kind of, yeah. It's either whimsical, like start going to a diner and read the newspaper, or like, you know, carry the book in your pocket or whatever the fuck, or it's like something that sort of is like they're saying shake the guy's hand on the flight, or like he said, oh, they were at someone shared a thing. They were like, yeah, we're at an event or something like a wedding, and someone brought the beer, and then the waiter brought the beer. I was like, well deserved, sir. And they're like, wow, well deserved.
I've seen that one.
Deserved the beer. Like, wow, like, you know, just shit like that. I'm like, I don't know. It's just so like, hey man, it's like it feels one of those things. It's like, it's about the boys. It's about you take care of your mates.
Camaraderie.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but really like taking care of each other. And I feel like it's an antithesis of everything, all the negativity and crazy shit in the world.
Like promoting good things like brotherhood and like you know, just
friendship, helping each other, giving back, like you said, paying it forward. Yeah, just the whole bro thing, but not in any toxic or negative way. Just like my friends, you know, we care about each other. We don't be.
Or even if it's strangers, like, hey, you're another dude.
That too.
Dude.
Yeah.
So man.
Totally. Or like, just like, yeah, totally that. Complimenting someone, or just like whatever it is, and saying like, but complimenting something like weird or funny or something. I don't know. It's just it's really cool. Another one that just reminded me then. Twitter fed me something called the wholesome side of X. And it was just like those threads, and it was just like stuff by the end of it, you're almost crying because it was just like, you know, owners being reunited with dogs, or someone helping out a disabled person, or like something just like sweet moments and shit of just like that. And I'm like, I had 2 days where it was served to me on Twitter, and I looked at it at bed, one of the first things I did, and I felt like it set me up for a better day. I just felt like lighter and like, oh man, that's awesome. And I didn't pollute my shit with anything else after watching that.
I like that. I like when you find a good piece of content, makes you feel like a nice sort of positive way. You're like, you know what? Fucking close that shit. Fucking pivot across the room.
Exactly. Get up, like, we're good, man. Exactly.
Let's cunt.
I think
that's how I felt when I was watching the Kyrie Irving stream with Kai Cenat. I was watching it, and he was saying, and like
segue. Talk about
yes. Well, before I actually touch on that, Could Be the Move have merch, and they sell Christmas sweaters on offer right now. So
should we?
That's something to consider.
Because we're going to get matching.
Like $20. Yeah.
I could do it because I'm going back to Buffalo this week and in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to go twice.
Check,
so we could actually
check their stories after, and then we might have to do that because I think they're like proper Christmas sweaters as well.
All right, I gotta talk.
Um,
We haven't. Oh yeah, sorry, no, we haven't really filled. You know how we do the stupid Christmas thing, but we're all just gonna either get our own one or like
What's this?
Christmas sweaters for Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
Where sometimes some years we've done roots, some years we've done like different things.
Mhm.
I think it was just trying to do like a funny Christmas sweater this year.
Mhm.
That like no one spent much money on like super cheap, super low. I'll get yours. It's fine. If we get these ones, we could just grab them. That's a good idea. I love it. Kai Cenat just finished a 30-day stream that had a bunch of crazy shit go down.
Yeah. So I started only watching it after like it's like what 20 something day 20 something. And like I was seeing clips here and there of all the days, and I started watching from like the Sexy Red stream. And then I started watching her like
Because that was the
just
magician
the
guy who
shit.
did that.
Yeah. I don't know what he was doing. The guy's an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
and he's apparently he's ruined it a lot for a lot of other magicians on Twitch as well, where people who are doing similar content to Kais in that way, it's like, oh, come on, speak, do your shit, whatever. Apparently, like,
Now
that's
people
not
don't
gonna
trust him.
people don't trust him. So why would you do a stunt like that? It's like, what are you doing?
He made it look like he was getting hung, like it was an accident. He had his hands tied behind his back and made Kai pull a lever, and it like malfunctioned and pulled him up. I think it was a stunt and made it look bad. And they were like cut the cameras and all this stuff, and he refused to go on the stream to explain it. So people seem pretty. That's how I heard about that too. But I noticed that every time I saw clips, he was always in this larger room with really high ceilings, and he was always having like Kevin Hart and Drewski and all these different people.
Yeah, he rented out a 15-bedroom, 25-bathroom house in LA for the stream, and he set up he had a complete like crew to set up all the cameras and stuff, and like essentially he was just live for 30 days straight doing crazy shit, and had like sick guests. Like it wasn't like just him and his friends. It was like it started off with Lil Uzi Vert, and Lil Uzi Vert had a concert, and there was a marching band and people dancing at the Lil Uzi Vert concert in the backyard of this house that he rented out. And that was day one of the stream. So it was kind of like to set the tone of the shit that's going to happen. Lil Uzi Vert is really cool as well. He's like a really cool guy, it seems. And like the stuff he was like speaking about, and like he was Kai's donating 20% of the earnings from the stream to a school he's building in Nigeria. And he was speaking to Lil Uzi Vert about that. And Lil Uzi Vert was just giving him some money. And then he was like, oh, you're doing this for school? And he just gave him the whole wad of cash. Just like he gave him more cash for it. And I'm like, okay, Lil Uzi Vert. It's like another thing of Lil Uzi Vert I've seen where he's like mad generous. So like,
cool. I like
he's really cool. He's really cool. He had people like
turning this
Kodak
back around
Black.
For some stuff.
I know.
Oh, was that the
Kodak Black
freestyle?
That was the freestyle where he was referencing a meme, which is quite funny. Now I look back on it. But
so the bus stop one or something, right?
Yeah. It's a bus, like it's some weird meme that is so niche. Like it's really old as well. And like he was basically, instead of freestyling, apparently he was also high off like perks or something. And like he was like referencing that meme instead of freestyling. Everyone was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like it's pretty funny. But then that happened, and then he had like Glorilla on, and like he was cooking with Glorilla, and like
can I mention what she did that pissed me the motherfucker?
You can if you want to. I really like Glorilla. I'm a big fan. I actually think she's a pretty good rapper as well.
Okay, she's on Rhythm and Flow as one of the guest hosts, judges, and I can't understand a word she's saying. If we didn't have the
because she's
subtitles, so it sounds like the King of the Hill guy who mumbles.
It's like really intense. Her accent is mad. Like I have not seen anything like that before.
No, I'm sorry, my camera battery died. I'm changing it, but
it's all right.
That's so far.
Kai played Runaway, Kanye, ding, ding, on the piano, and she didn't know what it was.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's really bad.
Like, I just like, dude, like I don't expect like a Gen Z artist to know everything about hip hop, but I really feel like if you're that's what I'm saying. That's like a cultural classic.
Yeah, my friends who don't listen to hip hop know that.
No Runaway
kind of thing. From
everyone
the
knows
keys
Toast for the Douchebag. That's what I'm saying. Did you see that? You remember when Ye was in China?
Yeah.
He played one key. He didn't even play the song. You think he just played one key, the whole thing, and then just went on to something else. I was like, you can't. What the fuck are you doing? Like,
no.
Sorry, I was just like, and I like Glorilla too. I'm not even saying this from like a negative thing. For her. I don't think. I think
she's definitely like one of my favorites Nah, I think she's one of my favorite right now out of like the women in hip hop right now for sure.
Okay. Maybe I'm gonna
She's actually really good.
Shit.
It's like Cardi B kind of style. When Cardi B raps.
We tried to play because Tiff saw someone that she respected gas her up, and we put. So I think we stopped. We pressed play on the album, and then I think we lasted 15 seconds. Like no. It was like it reminded us. At least the song we heard was like Meg Thee Stallion, which I don't like. Where,
No, she's nothing.
It just
like
starts and you just like double time and saying things about your bum.
No.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't want to hear this.
She's nothing like Meg Thee Stallion.
Good. Okay, I'll give it another chance.
But anyway, he had Denzel Curry on. He had Quavo on as well, which was sick, and they done like some tribute song about Takeoff, and like Quavo was getting like emotional live, like almost crying and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. He had fucking Miranda Cosgrove from iCarly, insane for some reason.
What is that? Is it a TV show?
Yeah, it's a TV show from Disney. It's like probably one of the most popular. No, sorry, Nickelodeon. Sorry, one of the most
like when I wasn't a child.
When I was a kid. So she's like
2000s.
Early
I heard
2000s.
of it. But... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Let me just.
So that would have been a big deal for kids.
It's where Leon Thomas got big. That's how he blew up. Like,
he was saying some shit about the Is it like I isn't this she a robot or something?
No. It's just about her life in school and shit. Like, typical kids.
She's a young girl. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like Leon Thomas was one of the characters on there, and who was playing a guy who he was playing a guy who was a musician in school, and eventually I remember reading years after like, oh, this guy's now producing for fucking Drake and shit. Like, but like, this is like his first break was then. Gotcha. And he apparently contacted Leon Thomas as well, and apparently he didn't get a chance to go on.
He's on tour, I think, so he probably
So there was Miranda Cosgrove, Snoop Dogg was there, and he played the AMP cipher to Snoop Dogg. Every rapper he kept on playing the cipher that AMP have, and they asked him to rate each verse, which is pretty funny. He had Snoop Dogg high as shit, like Meet the Robot. Did you see the robot that he had?
No.
He had this robot, like Elon Musk-esque kind of level of robot, like where
the Tesla
he could do anything. He could literally do anything with this robot. He'd be his assistant kind of thing. Like, and Snoop Dogg, who was high as fuck, like on stream, like meeting him and meeting the robot and stuff, which is quite funny. Awesome. He had, so you've seen the animated Spider-Man movie on Netflix, the Spideyverse.
Yes.
The Black Spider-Man. So the voice actor of this one, he had him on, and he had him meet the NPC Spider-Man, like surprise him on stream randomly. And like he was like, he broke character and was like, what the fuck? This is like he couldn't believe it. And it's like the first time you see the NPC Spider-Man be fucking normal. So like he was on there.
Good. Because he's definitely a strange one.
Yeah. He had the NPC Spider-Man and Pinky Doll take over the stream when he was sleeping.
Okay, so that's what the thing was. That's when they were doing weird shit. And
that's why
now they're together, aren't they?
Apparently, I've heard.
They're doing a lot of content together and stuff. They were doing.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if they're together then.
Sharing an ice cream in like a Ferris wheel or something. I saw.
Oh my god! Okay, nice.
That's kind of cute.
He had NLE Chopper on. He had DDG. So a bunch of YouTubers and rappers. He had the voice actor from Franklin from GTA 5. Probably means nothing to you, but like Franklin from GTA 5 is iconic character. Fucking iconic, and he looks just like the actual character. He looks like an older version of the actual character, and he had him on stream, and he done this crazy thing where he called one of the old voice actors from a previous GTA. And have you seen the meme where it's like, oh shit, here we go again? You've seen that meme, right?
I bet you, when I don't off the top of my head, no, but I bet I've seen it.
Okay. Basically, that meme's come from a GTA video game, and he called him and made him recite the line. So there was that. And other people from like kids TV shows, a show called Good Luck Charlie, got people from there, like a crew of them come on. Marshmallow was there, the Jabberwockies were there. So I started watching the Jabberwocky stream, and I was kind of like, you know what, dancing is kind of cool. You know, I was like, you know what, if I could dance like this, this is fucking lit.
Oh, this is going to be the clip because we need to. Can you decide? So, if people remember, we used the clip of you saying you hate breakdancing. So, what are you saying now?
If everyone can dance like the Jabberwockies, breakdance is fucking lit. Like it's so the way they can dance, I can't believe what I see. Obviously, I knew about them growing up, but like watching them again, like 10 years later or something, like it's insane. They can fucking their voice and dance.
So you're a breakdancer head now. You're a breaking head now.
I'm a breaking head apparently. Apparently, I'm about that. Yeah.
We going to some events. We're gonna hang out and go to some dancing events.
Will the Jabberwockies be there?
Dancing.
I mean, what if people who are inspired by them?
No, not good enough. They're never gonna be at that level. So no, I'll go to Jabberwockies though if you want to do that.
I'd love to.
All right.
Okay.
Happy.
Okay.
Big fan.
Wow. Wow.
Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy was there. G Herbo was there. G Herbo had this moment with his son because his son was giving a motivational. At the end of it, they were giving motivational speeches. Every single celebrity guest was on there giving a motivational speech.
And they were laughing and shit.
No. Like they were serious.
I saw one of them. They were like cracking up.
Oh, because Bryce James is because he's just like his dad.
Yes, he's being ridiculous. He was like too earnest type of thing, or was
like,
he just
it's
fucking
like his
around?
dad way. It's just like he lies, and people are like, "You're obviously lying," but we don't care because he's a good person, kind of thing. Like,
gotcha.
So it's just so funny. He's just like LeBron. But G Herbo, you guys know G Herbo, right? He's one of the newer rappers.
A drill guy, I think, right?
Yeah. And his son was on as well, who's like maybe max 8 years old, maybe 10. Like giving a motivational speech, and he started crying during it because I think he was nervous, and then they had like a father-son moment on stream as well, which is quite nice. Cute. He had Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh, nice.
Yo, I did see that. I saw a clip of that. Yeah. Wow,
he had
a lot. How do you organize this?
I don't know. He had Nardwuar.
Wow.
He had Iguodala as well. Lil Dicky was there. Was there. And he also rated the Cypher too. He's such a sick character. I love Lil Dicky. He's so cool.
Yeah,
Benny Blanco was there.
Of course.
Chris Brown was there. Like Chris Brown there rating the Cypher and also dancing. Like, and the way Chris Brown could dance, man.
Oh,
he can dance it.
Yeah.
Like unbelievable. Like he was on like MJ trajectory until like he was so good, man. Yeah. And like he was trying to teach Kai how to sing. And like the way he was speaking about singing itself, I was like, oh, this guy, like, he's not dumb. Like,
no,
he knows
what he's saying. Like,
time.
yeah, extraordinarily talented young man.
But like, he was talking to him like, oh, you can't hear your pitch. You're kind of pitch deaf when it comes to like. He was just speaking to him about. I was like, wow, this guy like really knows his fucking shit. It's crazy. Lil Yachty was there. Is there as well? Nardwuar, like I said, and he had SZA and Lizzo on. Which was so cool to see.
Shit. What did they do? Did they do something funny that I saw?
They were playing a game. They were playing a game with like a bunch of the other people who were staying in the house because he had a bunch of others staying in the house with him, like his boy Tylil, who's another streamer, a guy called Ray Kai, who looks like he's 16 years old and looks like a younger Kai, has like 160K on Twitch. Damn. So he was sleeping in the house as well, and kid from Taiwan called Ray. I don't know if you've seen him. Have you seen him before? So basically, to my understanding, Kai went to Taiwan and met this guy called Ray, who's like a Kai super fan, and they became like friends. And ever since then, Kai's put him on, and now Kai and Ray just hang in America together like all the time, and like he's awesome. Famous now. It's insane, like because Ray seems like proper cool as well. SZA and Lizzo was super cool because apparently SZA has mad like anxiety. Like
Japan, not Taiwan.
Camera. Oh, was it Japan? Okay, but it was sick. Like Ray's mad famous. I don't understand.
Okay, I'm seeing this like it's just like a Japanese kid with like the funny fringe where it's just like cut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's cute.
But yeah, it's really cool. And he's just like sleeping in the house with the other streamers, and like he's massive now as well. So, SZA and Lizzo were there. So I have because Lizzo has like she's a weirdo because of the shit she's done, but on the stream she seemed like a really, really fucking nice person. So I was kind of like, I don't know,
hard to tell.
Like,
has she Ozempicked up?
No, she's still kind of big, but like she's like
she's just like working on her health as opposed
but
to
you know, like the thing that she done with her workers on tour.
yes.
Yeah, so that
Forgot
kind
about
of like similar with the Doja Cat situation with her like racism kind of just faded out. Same with this Lizzo situation. So I don't know if that's actually not true or something. I don't know, but like she seemed like a really nice person on stream. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Super cool.
Okay, that's cool.
He had Travis Barker. Travis
Gangsta.
Barker randomly came and woke him up while he was asleep drumming, and then literally just randomly, like no announcement. It was like 9 a.m. Walks into the room, sits down, and just starts drumming.
That's amazing.
Sexy Red was there.
Yes, she was.
Well, the room had a bunch of shit in it where it was like to keep people entertained. So like certain things would happen randomly, including like the drumming. He'd have people like come into the room, do random shit as well. So yeah. Sexy Red, and he had Kevin Hart and Drewski for the day before Thanksgiving, which is hilarious. I don't know if you guys seen any of the clips from that, but like
I have, and Drewski made the actor who played Pugsley cry from the Addams Family.
So fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like
that's awesome.
But it was so funny that he actually made him cry because like it is so mean because basically what happened all day was it's so stupid. She wants clout, the mum anyway.
Yeah.
But basically all day they've been making fat jokes towards Drewski. And then Drewski sees the fat kid, and then they're all like wondering why the fuck are the Addams Family here? They're like, what's going on? And then Drewski goes, no, I want to speak to the fat one, the little fat one over there. I want to speak to him. He's like the fat one right there, like, pointing at him.
He was white. And he kept calling him an N-word too, which is even funnier.
Yeah. and then he
crying.
Drewski
was calling the kid.
A
fat little N-word as opposed to. Yeah. It's always funny to me when that word is used for people who are not black.
And then like there were just kind of like break character and be like go outside onto the balcony with him and be like, no, I'm sorry, like I'm big myself, this and that, like you shouldn't let this ever affect you. But like it's just so funny that he made him cry. It's just so mean. It's so mean.
He did take him out to apologize?
He took him out.
He actually did.
Him out to apologize and like level with him, be like, look, I'm actually sorry. Like,
yeah. I wouldn't like if I wasn't fat, I wouldn't say.
Yeah. Kind of thing. But that was great. Kevin Hart, Drewski, and Kai are probably greatest trio. Like they're so funny, and apparently they got a lot more content coming as well because I know Drewski's basically an actor, Kevin Hart's an actor, and Kai wanted to be an actor before he was a streamer. So I think they're gonna do a bunch of shit together.
Kevin's got the production company, sick. So yeah.
Yeah. And Kevin is so fun. I remember
he's way funnier there.
Funny.
Nah, his stand-up sucks.
His stand-up sucks. But he's so funny. Like he's hilarious individual. So like it was good.
Zingers.
And then he had Kyrie Irving on, and it was so cool because it's so funny.
Yes, you were saying it was insightful.
It was excellent because he's smart. Yeah, the media portray him to be a flat earther because he just doesn't conform with the normal way of like looking at everything. And because he questioned if the world is round one time, everyone's like, no, he's crazy, he's a flat earther, anti-vaxxer, flat earther, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, come on, man. Like when he's speaking, he's so smart. Like he's so smart. And I really like he's a G. And like he was teaching them all how to play basketball. And Ray's idol was Kyrie Irving. And every time he was teaching the group how to play. But when it came to Ray, he was like doing 1-to-1. Like, no, if you actually want to be good at this, you have to do this, this, and that. Like, Kyrie is such a G.
Champion.
Like, I really like him a lot. And he was the final guest. And then the final day, they basically ended the stream. It was mad. It was like Kai was like crying and shit, like it because the whole goal was to raise money. And
didn't you get the most subs ever?
Beat the sub record, which was 300 and something thousand, but he got 720,000. So
crazy!
Wow,
yeah, man,
insane. But yeah, it was mad. It was so funny. But
I didn't expect this much of a detailed wrap up. This is actually fascinating. Made me want to like see a bunch of these clips now. Like that sounds like
the clips are great.
The logistics of 24 hours a day for 30 days straight, and all the things that you said, the guests, the random moments, and just putting all, I mean, obviously you just got to put things together and hope magic happens.
It's live as well. It's like,
it is, obviously it's
nothing's
live,
pre-recorded, so it's insane.
It's impressive.
Like even from the moment he dropped the trailer had him and Kim Kardashian in it. Kim Kardashian was acting
Yes,
as
I've
his
seen that.
fucking therapist, and it's like,
Yes.
okay, this guy's gone clear.
Yeah,
clear,
he's
kind
like,
of,
got to be the biggest internet person there is right now. Who's
He
bigger
might
on
be.
the internet?
It's like
it's
him
strictly
and
internet guy.
Speed. That's it. I
Like,
think him and Speed.
Kai's
I think
way,
he's bigger.
way bigger.
I think Kai's way bigger.
Way
bigger.
I mean, Drewski's pretty big from all internet stuff, but like,
yeah,
this is.
I think he's
impressive.
beyond just internet stuff. I'd say Drewski now.
Right. He's going beyond.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm gonna check that out. Boys, we're hit
great,
over. This got our longest pod ever, so we'll wrap this one up and we'll do the games next week. But this was great. I think we needed. I think that was worth it. It was worth going into the debate with the Drake stuff, and this was worth going deeper into this. I think this is like, it's cool to hear about that level of sick content, and I definitely got a lot of respect for like people who can put something like that together and then keep it entertaining and like, you know, deliver positive messages along some dumb fun shit. And I respect that. I think it's like, it's not easy to do what he does. That's what I was saying to you off air. Like, the only downside I think for him is that you got to keep going bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you don't have bigger and bigger spectacles, it's going to be hard. But maybe he's in a position where like he can just keep going because he's doing pretty fucking big stuff. And he knows all the people to continue to make that happen. So it's
exactly, because even on his like small, like his off stream, like whenever he streams, every so often he still has massive guests. So it's kind of like it will only get bigger. Like he had Mr. Beast, he had John Cena, he has massive people. So
can't go side.
It's kind of like, yeah, it will get bigger, especially if he sticks with Kevin Hart and Drewski. That's just such a good combo.
Regular thing.
Yeah,
fucking love it, man. That's awesome. Great to hear it, boys. Good ep. 2 hours 5 minutes. Yeah. Fuck. We have you. That was episode 178. Yes, it was. Dan, where can everyone find you online and add to those 200,000 views?
HCFGXMING. Just check me out on there. Follow me there, and yeah, keep an eye out for new shit. It's happening.
Love it. The clout. Nosh,
mate. At Notion Baby for all the beat updates. NotionBeats.com. Notion MTB on YouTube, and help me get to get my hours up. Yeah,
you hit you're in the last quarter now.
Yeah, look, less than like 700 to go, or less than 800 to go. Yeah, anyway,
it's amazing.
Stacked hours to go, but on the way. So yeah, Notion MTB on YouTube, and get a dog up here, get a trail up here, mate. Basically, also
love it. Fucking champions. Get me CWFOR, Insta Grizzle, and I guess should be more music stuff coming soon, I guess. And boom, love it, guys. Thank you for watching and listening. If you enjoyed the episode, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit that notification bell, you fucking legends.
Ding dong.
So you know when the new drops. Follow us everywhere at the Movement Fam at Bad Habits Pod, and folks, we'll see you in the next one. Peace, y'all.